Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all the leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. All right, welcome on in to your Monday edition of Inside Edge Primetime. And when I cut the video, it's going to look a little bit, wait, what is that? What? Hold on. That doesn't look like Eli Moon. What's going on? Let me click this way. I got to see what's going on for a second here. Hey, it's Autumn Chisholm. What do you know? Okay. Well, this is a development. I didn't know this was going to happen. No, I kind of knew this was going to happen. Oh, listen, I'm your host. I'm Chad Bryan. I have got Autumn Chisholm with me. Eli Moon is on vacation for the week. He's, I don't know, probably living it up in the Caribbean somewhere on a cruise. Maybe he went to Spain. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not sure. But I know he's on vacation. So for the foreseeable future, Inside Edge Primetime is going to be Autumn and myself. So while you're here, let me remind you, first of all, to check out our website at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. You can read about all your favorite personalities. You can read about Autumn. You can read about me if you want to. I'm not sure why you would, but I'm there. We've all got a little write-up. If there's anything that you want to find out about any of us, we're all there. Everyone does a great job. So, you can always learn more about all your favorite personalities. Don't forget to like and subscribe at all the socials. We're on YouTube. We're on X. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. It's at InsideEdgeNet. And do not forget, Autumn, this is exciting. You can download the Inside Edge Network app on Roku. You can take us anywhere you go. I mean, conceivably anywhere you can go to watch TV or to watch anything streaming. You can have us with you. We could be in your pocket. We can be on your, well, don't put us on your dashboard. I was going to say we can be on your dashboard, but don't do that while you're driving. That's not safe. That was bad advice. Don't do that. Take us anywhere else. Literally anywhere. If you're going to take us in the car, maybe call an Uber. Be like, hey, could you come scoop me up? I'm gonna watch this Inside Edge Network mega stream tonight. I'm just gonna ride around the city doing it. What better way to watch the Inside Edge Network than ride in the back of an Uber around downtown Cleveland? You could do that. You could do whatever you want. We're on Roku. So make sure you do that. And while you're on the website, I forgot to mention, go visit our merch shop. You can pick up a hat, a shirt, a polo, a coffee mug. You can get a jacket. I don't know why in the world you want to get a jacket. It's like 85 degrees today. It feels like I'm gonna melt every time I step outside my house. But if you so choose, you can do that. So that's about it. Let me check in with Autumn. Autumn, it's Monday night. How are you doing? Oh, let me unmute you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Oh no, what are we gonna we're good to go. It's fine.
Oh, honestly, this has been a funny day for me. I just hilarious. But it's been cool. I'm working on like 5 hours of sleep, not even that. I was up very late last night. If you guys didn't check, Double A and I did a Love Island full watch along of the finale. Chad hasn't watched the finale yet, you guys. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but when we're on the Daily Spiral, Chad has to watch Love Island. So I give him quizzes. I'm not going to quiz you on your own show. That's me.
That would be tough. I would just go to commercial, to be honest with you. I would just duck the quiz. I could do that on my own show. I'm allowed to do that.
No, but it's been a strange day. I have been stalking the Love Island cast, making sure that they get their phones back so I can see more content, because I won't see them again on my screen until August 31st.
That's tough.
I won't get to see them. I saw them every day since June 3rd.
Are you adjusting okay to life without the villa and without Casa Amor and without all the peripherals that go with Love Island? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I just followed everybody on Instagram, and now they're all posting in the Instagram comments. Like, we'll talk about them later on in the show. We'll talk about them later.
Fair enough. I can only imagine, before we move on, I can only imagine the withdrawal is real. When you get your phone back, there are probably apps they forgot they even had, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, remember, 2 months. They haven't had their phone in 2 months. No TikTok, no Instagram, no music, no books, no texting, no calling, no FaceTime, nothing. And most of them are in their early to mid 20s.
Yeah, you know, I was okay. I was like, this sounds kind of peaceful until you said no music and no books and that's tough. That's a tough way to be. So what are they? I mean, okay, we'll talk about Love Island later. I have questions, but we'll get to that later. That's fine. We have a pretty packed show, to be honest with you. It's going to be a fun one. We've got MLB All-Star Week going on. I don't know if we really care, but it's happening. It's going on right now. And I'm sure someone's watching it, but we'll talk about the numbers. They've been dwindling over the years, and it's not a good trend, Autumn. It's not a good trend for MLB All-Star Weekend. It's really not a good trend for Major League Baseball overall, but we'll get to that. What else? We got to give a World Cup update. We're at the semifinals. This could be us, right? We could be where Spain is right now. Highly unlikely, but we could be there if a few things had gone maybe a really, really, really different way. We could be talking about the U.S. and or if they had any kind of a youth soccer program that fed into the national team. Whatever, we could talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
There's a lot to get to. There are some things to unpack there. And then we got to talk about Love Island. So let's just get right into first of all, let's start with the Guardians because they've somehow managed, Autumn, to move their way into first place. Kind of. They're tied for first right now with the White Sox in the division. And I keep saying on this show, and I keep being wrong, that the White Sox are going away. They're not going to be here in August, which I've got some time. I've got about, we've got 17 days or so. But I keep saying the White Sox aren't going to hang around. They're not going to stay in first place. If anything, you got to watch out for the Twins. The Twins are now 3 games back. So do keep an eye on Minnesota. They're still under 500, but they're just 3 games back of the lead right now in the division. So let me ask you this. Quick Guardians, just whatever, first half update. Are you happy with what you saw? Is it kind of you have some concerns, or how are you feeling about the Guardians right now?
I mean, we did a whole preview show, Guardians season preview, and I kind of said that they were going to be okay. Yeah. I remember saying that I think I gave them like 90 wins. Did I give them like 80 or 90 wins?
We'd have to go back. Yeah, I was way under everybody, and I think you were right there with me, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said they were going to do well. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm not really shocked. What I'm really surprised by is their hitting is much better than I thought it would be. The bullpen, atrocious.
They've gotten better though. They've been okay.
They have to be better. If you want to win a World Series, you have to be better.
That's fair.
But honestly, I said the Central wasn't really a strong division. It's not really been a strong division for a very, very, very long time. The Guardians kind of have had their way over the last, I'm going to say 14 years in the division, probably since around like 2013 when Terry Francona took over. They kind of have monopolized the division, and they kind of can be a little bit bad because everybody else is a little bit worse. This season, I'm very surprised about the White Sox. I mean, the White Sox literally just a couple seasons ago were the worst team in Major League Baseball.
By far. Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't. It's baseball. It's baseball. A team one year could be god awful, bottom of the barrel. The next year they could win a World Series. So honestly, as much as I would love to say the White Sox will not hang around, I have a feeling they will. But I still think the Guardians will pull it out because they'll get Jose Ramirez back after the All-Star break. They have great showings by Travis Bazzana and Chase DeLauter. You have a really solid starting lineup now of hitters. It's just the pitching has to be a little bit more consistent, and the bullpen. And if you could really like get it all together and smush it all together, that's a World Series winning team if I ever seen one.
I think that's the thing that the Guardians, or whether you go back to when they were the Indians, that's the thing they've never really been able to do, though. It's always like they've had the lethal lineup with almost no pitching, right? Like a scotch taped together starting rotation and barely anything to talk about in the bullpen. Or they have really, really good pitching at the top, right? Like a great 1-2 punch. And then a lot of guys that are going to hit 230, 240, 250, and maybe get on base every once in a while. but they leave a lot of runners in scoring position. So it's one or the other with this team. And I think that's mostly true of a lot of smaller market teams. Although, we've seen teams like the Rays and certain teams kind of overcome those lower payrolls and be consistently pretty good, But baseball is humbling. Baseball is a weird sport. And the thing about the White Sox, now keep in mind that they have a tough rest of this month as far as schedules go. It's not a great run for them, and they give up so many runs that if that offense,
the White Sox.
What the White Sox?
Okay.
Yeah, the White Sox. And I'm just thinking about the division here. If the White Sox stop scoring, which they had a little bit of a lull this past, over the last 5 to 7 games, they haven't been scoring. They did put up 14 against Oakland a few games ago. Aside from that, cancel that game. Just forget that game. You know how baseball is. We don't do Tuesday afternoons when the sun's shining. They've been struggling to score, save for that one game against Oakland. They've been winning a lot of games 2-1, 1-0, whatever. If that offense bottoms out on them, I don't know that they have the pitching depth to keep up. But like I said, the Twins are just 3 games back, and I mean, I don't look now, but the Tigers have gotten kind of hot. They're 7-3 over their last, and they've lost 2 in a row to come into the break, but they were hot for a moment. So this division's so weird. Autumn,
Chad, be so serious about the Tigers. Be so serious. Okay.
You know.
And I'm a Tigers hater. I'm an OG Tigers hater. I don't like that team. Don't get me started. I do think the White Sox and the Twins probably will be their biggest hurdles. Mm-hmm. But like you said, the White Sox, even that series that they just played a couple weeks ago, mm-hmm. the White Sox should have wiped the floor with the Guardians. But they kept giving up these stupid plays to where you're like, how did they win 2 walk-off? How did they have 2 walk-off wins in a row? Right. At one point in a game where you were leading, you came back. You scored 5 unanswered runs and you still lost. Yeah. I do think the Guardians, of course, will take the division. I'm biased. I'm not even going to sit here and lie and be like, oh my God, no, they won't. I'm biased. They're going to win. I think the White Sox will make it interesting. I think the Twins will make it interesting, but I think the Guardians just have, I hate to say it, they have a better team.
Yeah, I think they're more complete. I think that's fair to say. Yeah.
And a lot of these guys now have been playing together, whether it be in AAA or whether it be now in the major leagues. A lot of them playing together for the last few years. So the chemistry, and we've seen it. We saw it with the 2016 team. Most of that team have been playing together for almost 10 years. That chemistry came together, and once it came together, it was locked in. So now you have a younger team.
Yeah.
But you still have the chemistry aspect, and you still you got some kinks to work out. I would love for them to pick up some starting pitching, and some bullpen help, maybe an extra bat, but we don't know. We know they're definitely not going to be sellers. I love an MLB deadline when we're not sellers. Yeah. That is my favorite.
And sometimes in baseball, it doesn't even make sense. The Braves in 2021, when they won the World Series, they were 11 games under 500 at the All-Star break, and they went into the trade deadline. I mean, by all means, they should have been sellers, but they decided to revamp their outfield, and they got hot, and the NL East fell apart. Namely the Mets fell apart in the second half, and the Braves went on to win the World Series. And you never know with baseball. But here's the thing I want to talk about. So tonight, right now, I believe the Home Run Derby is happening, right?
Yeah, I don't care.
I was gonna say, do I feel bad that I'm missing it because no, I don't feel like I'm missing it. It's honestly, it's been the same thing for the last 375 years. I don't think it's gone on that long, but it just feels like every year it's just a bunch of guys hitting the ball really far. It gets old. It's like, I guess I haven't seen a 480-foot home run at this stadium yet, but I don't know. Video games are so real. If you want to see that, you can go do that. It's not that big of a deal anymore. So let me ask you this: according to MLB.com, the All-Star Game selection show drew the best ratings since 2007. I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't even know, and I'm a baseball guy. I played baseball. I played college. I played beyond college. I don't even know that I knew there was an All-Star selection show.
I didn't know there was one either. That doesn't even sound correct.
Well, apparently almost 6 million people knew about it and watched it, Autumn. So that's the most popular it's been since 2007. But the trend of the All-Star Game.
MLB Network? Is this on MLB Network?
Yeah. which I don't have with YouTube TV anymore, by the way. That was axed a couple of years ago with YouTube TV. So thanks. And I'm sure when college football starts, Disney and ESPN will, and they'll get into their annual fight with YouTube TV, and I'll miss the first 4 weeks of that too. So that's gonna be fun. But regardless, the most popular All-Star game, and I'm not the Home Run Derby, I'm just talking about the All-Star game, which is probably even worse than the Home Run Derby, to be honest with you. The most popular All-Star game in Major League history. Let's look at 1980. 20.4 million households watched with 36 million viewers.
Eyes were not. Game.
What's that?
Who was in that game in 1980?
Like the Pete Rose. He would have been coming off, like the chase of the all-time hit record. It would have been around that era. Mike Schmidt's era, around then. I mean, I'm not sure that there's any one real person that put eyes on the TV, but since then, it's been dwindling all the way down to, let's go back to 2023, which is the last year that I have numbers for, just under 6 million households with 7 million eyes on the game. That is a huge drop, and that's not really that long of a time. I know it makes me feel like I'm old to look, and I've been alive for every single one of those, but it's not really that long of a time to see the ratings drop for something like this. So let me ask you, I think we both agree the whole week stinks. It's boring. And I love baseball, and I hate to say this, I hate to be like this, but it's awful. Why is it so bad, Autumn? Why can't they, what is wrong with it?
Because there's no break. It's not an actual break. Think about the NBA. Think about the NBA. Think about the NFL. Think about the NHL, right? Those are the other 3 All-Star games, right? Yeah. Between those All-Star games and the regular season is a little bit of a break. Like the NBA has a couple days, and then it's the All-Star game. The NFL has a whole week, and then it's the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
NHL, couple games, then it's the All-Star game. Major League Baseball is literally like, okay, we played a game yesterday. Mm-hmm. All-Star game is today. That makes no sense because it's like you're not giving teams a chance to celebrate you. You're not giving players a chance to actually have a break because now you got your best players put in a game that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And now they have to perform at a high level because they're all-stars. And then by the time they're done with the 3 days worth of festivities, they have 2 days left for a break. And then they have to pick back up because games pick back up on Friday. It's just it's the turnaround is so bad. So you're not giving yourself a break. Number one, you're not making anything interesting. The same time that you're playing baseball games, like the home team, because I know this happened in 2019 when we had it, that Sunday, which was still a game, you had your one of could be your most popular event, which is the celebrity softball game, right?
Yeah.
Celebrity softball game could be really, really popular.
Yep.
But you play it on a Sunday and you air it after the All-Star game. Makes no sense.
I agree.
And then the events make no sense either because so the Saturday is, again, all of this is happening during Major League Baseball season. That's the stupid part. It's still before the All-Star game. Saturday is the Futures game. Sunday is the celebrity softball game. Monday is the Home Run Derby. Tuesday is the actual game.
Right.
That makes no sense.
And we're back to playing Friday.
Yeah, and then on Friday it's you literally it makes no sense to me. And then the Home Run Derby is just so bad. They've tried everything. They have tried everything under the sun, and it's just bad because it's not good hitting. It's bad hitting.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people are
it's a bunch of pitchers throwing 104 miles per hour now and striking everybody out, and it's 1-0 every year. It's the exact polar opposite of the NBA All-Star Game, where every year it's 384 to 382 or whatever, because nobody plays defense. By contrast, the baseball All-Star Game is all defense and pitching. Every once in a while, a guy might get loose and hit a 2-run homer, and somebody wins 3-1. But it's really pretty boring overall. And before we go to break, we got to go to break. We got to get out of this. But I do want to tell you this. This is alarming. Okay, in 2021. Washington Post did a poll. 11% of adults listed baseball as their favorite sport to watch. That's behind football at 34%, tied with basketball. Okay, soccer and something else literally something else. I'm not making that up. We're right behind at 7%. And then people under 30 in that same poll, only 7% of those people listed baseball as their favorite sport. That ranked 5th behind football at 24%, basketball at 17%, something else at 12%, which can be e-gaming, competitive video game, whatever, and soccer at 10%. So behind all those sports, baseball has a very, very alarming problem. Not quite sure how to fix it, but it's they've got to do something. The impending lockout coming this offseason is not it, Autumn. When we come back, that's enough baseball. I love baseball, but the All-Star Game stinks. When we come back,
it's my favorite too. I love it so much.
My favorite sport, but this is a painful week. It's not even a full week, but whatever. So when we come back, we gotta give you a World Cup update. Again, could be us sitting in the semifinal, but it's not. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We'll talk some World Cup when we get back on Inside Edge Primetime. I almost said illegal formation. I don't know what show I'm on anymore. Right now, the Inside Edge Network. We'll be right back.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at SportsMemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the SportsMemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to SportsMemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. SportsMemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Right, welcome back in. My co-host is over there thoroughly enjoying herself. I think I'm missing something. I gotta check and see what's going on here. And I'm going to leave this title screen up because I just want to point out how professional you look. Okay. And then for some reason, I look like Bert Kreischer. I don't understand exactly how that ever happened. And believe me, I've tried to change it, and there's nothing I can do. Somehow I end up looking worse. Whatever. I'm just going to pull that down. I'm just glad I have a shirt on, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on. You look like you look like you're working the front desk for like the most prestigious hotel in New York City. I look like I'm trying to catch flies on the riding my butt. I don't know what's going on. Whatever.
I'm gonna see you in my
I don't even know. I don't know what's happening.
I was on Twitter and somebody reshared a post. And they were like, Sincere from Love Island liked this post. And like, I didn't expect the comments to be. Hold on.
Oh no.
I gotta read you these comments before we talk about the work. This is the funniest post. He liked this post. This is how I know he doesn't pay attention to anything. The first comment is Melanie, leave that man.
Oh no.
The second comment is get Lord Farquaad off my villa.
Not Lord Farquaad.
Oh my god.
But
he likes
the name recognition. I'm gonna like it. I'm cool with it.
Oh my god. We'll talk about him and his situation. Let's talk about the World Cup.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I honestly can't wait, Autumn. I don't know how you can go in front of cameras and act like that, but whatever. We'll get to Sincere in a moment. Right now, it's time for a World Cup date. A World Cup date? What? That's not. It's time for a World Cup update. I'm just skipping words. I don't even know. But I like a World Cup date. That sounds like a Love Island thing. Like there's a World Cup date. Everybody goes and you take your newly found girlfriend the episode before the final, right? And then you go watch the World Cup game, whatever. Let's just pull up the bracket because we're at the semifinals of the World Cup. So we got to talk some World Cup. We got France and Spain, right? I believe they are playing. I don't have this guy. I think it's the 14th.
I think they're all playing tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 14th.
I thought it was the 14th and 15th. For some reason, I thought it was scattered, but maybe not. And then England is gonna take on Argentina. And again, I'm looking at the bracket, and we could have been here. We could have been right there. We were right there. Just had Belgium, and they came out and they did that thing in the bed that you don't want to do in the bed. It doesn't matter. So let's just talk about France, Spain, England, and Argentina. Right now, I don't know. I mean, you've got Kylian Mbappe. He picked up an ankle injury in the quarterfinal, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that was against Morocco. So I guess, I mean, is he going to be hampered at all by that, or is he looking to be? I from all I've read, I don't know, Autumn. It seems like he'll be okay, right?
Yeah, I think he'll be okay. It's the World Cup. You can't really sit out a game. You're like, he's not Christian Pulisic, or Pulisic. I don't know how to pronounce that man's last name. I don't really care for him. His attitude is terrible. But I just want to say this. We cannot let Argentina or England win this World Cup. There is no way. If England wins the World Cup, they will never shut up.
Kind of the way we didn't shut up when we won the gold in hockey. Is that what you mean?
No. It would be much worse. It would be much worse.
Okay, worse than that. Okay. All right.
Much worse. So, like, Chad, like, you know how, like, the U.S. was, like, super underdogs? We've always been underdogs in hockey because we're not really good at hockey. Like, hockey is a Eastern European or Canadian sport.
Yeah.
England never shuts up about any sort of soccer anywhere, right? They think they are the best team at soccer, like, no matter what. They have not won a World Cup since 1962. And every single year that they are in the World Cup, they are constantly talking like they have won a World Cup within the last 10 years. 3 of the teams on this bracket have actually won World Cups. France won the one before this, not 2022, the one before 2022.
Okay.
Spain won the one in 2010, and of course Argentina was the last one. So all three of those teams know what it's like to win World Cups. England has not won a World Cup since 1962, and they act like they have won a World Cup like in 2000.
So you are telling me that England soccer fans are basically Dallas Cowboys fans?
Literally. Oh my God. That is the greatest comparison. Yes, they are literally. You know how Dallas fans haven't won a Super Bowl since 1995, but they are literally constantly always put up at the top. That is literally English football fans. They have not won anything since 1962, and they have all these great players. They have all these Hall of Famers, but they've never been able to win.
Okay. So now I can relate to that. I get it. Cowboys, I can ride with that. So France and Spain, let's talk about, because this is the side of the semifinal we're clearly rooting for. I'm just going to ride with you. I told Eli a while back, he said, who are you going with now that the USA is out? I said, you know what? I'm going to ride with Spain. I'm going to go with Spain because I have a friend that lived there for a little bit. She lives in Turkey now, but she moved to Spain for a bit. She's back and forth a little bit between Turkey and Spain. So I'm going to roll with Spain. But if there's a favorite between France and Spain at this point in that semifinal to get to the final, who would you think would be favored to come out on top?
France, because France was again in the final last time, and it literally took a Herculean effort for Messi to beat them. And they are one of the best teams in the world. Spain is also one of the best teams in the world, but when you have Kylian Mbappe on your team, you're one of the best teams in the world. Like, there's no other. It's kind of like how Messi and Argentina are. It's World Cup or bust, really.
Right.
But I'm rooting for France the whole way since the US is out. Like, I'll root for them. You could not pay me to root for Argentina. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I've heard some things. You've mentioned some things here on the show. So England, Argentina. I mean, Argentina is probably, I don't know, maybe the better team. Now, listen, as far as World Cup soccer goes, outside Team US, I may have watched less World Cup soccer than I watched Love Island. And that's because I was very nervous about your quizzes, Autumn. I did not want to fail the class. I couldn't afford it. I needed to, I got to keep a certain GPA on this network, or I'm going to get.
Am I a scary teacher? Like, what's going on?
No. I just got to keep a GPA up, or I'm going to get suspended. That's all. So I got to keep my grades up. I got to pay attention in class. I got to do the reading. I got to do everything. So I tried to take my Love Island book home, and I tried to read all the chapters and do everything I could. So England, Argentina. Who's favored in this one?
Argentina probably will be because of Messi, but Jude Bellingham is one of the best players in the world, and he is single-handedly carrying England on his back because England had no business winning that game against Norway.
Yeah,
absolutely no business, because Erling Haaland is literally just a monster, a beast. But Jude Bellingham literally has carried them through this entire thing. Okay. But unfortunately, I will have to give it to Argentina because FIFA really loves them.
That's fair. I think a lot of people, me included a little bit, we're kind of sad to see Norway and their fans go home. They, along with, I think the maybe, I don't know, it's probably close that they might have had the most fun while they were here. There are Scottish fans. Yeah, Scotland too. I think it's amazing. I loved those videos. That was by far my favorite part about this World Cup, is watching all the fans from whatever country just over here living it up, having a great time. Some really funny stuff. Team Norway fans, doing the row up the escalator was hilarious to me. Scotland walking around town, putting traffic cones on top of statues or whatever, drinking Boston out of beer. Like, how in the world? That's amazing. So yeah, I just thought that again, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of great stories. It's sad to me that it's almost over. I do this every year with the Olympics too, where it's like, okay, when the Olympics start, and this is another thing, college football bowl season. I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch as many whatever as I can during the Olympics. I'm going to watch as many events as I can live. And then sometimes I think you turn it on, you realize that there's really a lack of like live events. Like, it's really only, the big headliners and that stuff that you can really catch live in primetime anyway. And even then, if it's somewhere else, you're not catching it live. It's a replay. It's already happened. You've probably already seen it on social media. So I think that takes some of the edge off of it sometimes as well. It's like, well, I already know what happened. I'm not going to, whatever. And then college football bowl season, I do the same thing. I'm like, all right, there's 36 bowl games or whatever. I'm going to watch at least one quarter of all 36 of them. And then by the time the first 6 games are over, I'm like, I missed like 4 days of how'd I do that? And I've done the same thing with the World Cup. I've seen all the videos and all the stories and all the reels and all the fun stuff. But I didn't get a chance to watch as much soccer as I would have liked. And now it's almost over. Really just what? I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left, and that's it. I mean, you've got the 2 semifinal matchups and then the consolation match and the final.
Yeah, the third place. I keep forgetting that they have a third place match, which is really insane. Well, okay, so you have to think about this, right? So the semifinal games start tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The final is on Friday.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that they're having the final in New Jersey on a Friday. And that they're going to have Justin Bieber, BTS, Madonna, and Shakira performing.
That's actually pretty wild.
Like, look, I've talked a lot of shit about the Europeans, okay? I really have. But I've enjoyed their content because, number one, they have terrible taste. Like I said, they think Long John Silver's is great fish. They think it's a delicacy. They think Golden Corral is the highest of standard of restaurants. What are we doing?
Oh my gosh! Well,
they love. Wait. Let me list all the things that they've loved.
Okay.
They've loved Chipotle.
I'm going to bring us back here while you do that. I'm going to bring us back from the bracket, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chipotle is number 1.
Okay.
Don't understand it. Well, I understand it, but I don't understand it.
Okay.
Number 2, Waffle House. Really don't understand that. Waffle House, you have to be smashed to enjoy that.
Or just anywhere in Georgia, because at certain points in Georgia, you can be on the hill on a freeway and see about 15 to 17. So it's just guerrilla marketing, really. It's just all over the place. So you got to eat there. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Waffle House. That was the second one. Third one is Golden Corral. Don't understand why. Fourth one is Long John Silver's. I saw way too many Long John Silver's. The fifth one, Chick-fil-A. They all love Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And then I've seen the seafood boils. Seafood boils are really good. I will say that they do have good taste with seafood boil. I do like a nice seafood boil.
That's fair.
Air conditioning. They love air conditioning. And then the Halls. The Halls are ridiculous. It's EOS body wash, Crest whitening strips.
Okay.
And melatonin gummies. I've never seen any. I'm like, this is insane. And they will spend hundreds of dollars on just those 3. I've seen multiple women come back with 5 big thing of that EOS body wash and lotion. I'm like, what do y'all have over there? I found out that they don't have sunsets. They don't have thunderstorms. They don't have AC. They don't get free refill. Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
They don't have ranch dressing. There's no ranch dressing. You know that.
No ranch dressing.
That was a big thing, yeah.
They don't know how to drive on the freeway because I've seen now the videos of them driving on the freeway is ridiculous.
Yeah, listen, we have enough of our own problems here. We have enough bad drivers. Please, if you're coming over here, be careful on the freeway. It's already the Wild West. Please be careful.
They think everything is walkable. I watched a video the other day of a guy walking from, Cowboy Stadium, which is in Arlington, to a city by car that's 18 minutes away by car, right? He just didn't want to pay for Uber. He walked for 4 hours to his hotel.
4
on the side of a highway.
That's a heck of a commitment. I mean, if it was like a fundraising thing, I could understand. If he was trying to raise the funds to pay for the Uber, but no, it sounds like,
He just did it because they have no idea that America is not walkable. You have to have a car here, especially in Texas.
Yeah.
In Texas, in Arlington, at Jerry World, you have to have a car. So look, I am gonna miss these crazy European people. I really am. But I'm also ready for the World Cup to be over because if I have to hear anything about England or Argentina anymore, I'm done.
I get it. I understand. It's funny that we talked about this when we had Ben Bales on. He was talking about how people would they just don't really understand the size and the scope of the United States and how far things truly are away. They were asking people in Pennsylvania about things that were out in California. And they're like, listen, I really don't know. I mean, that's like a whole, I mean, you have to plan. Like you can't just like on a whim go, hey, you know what? I'm in PA. I'm heading to California. I mean, unless you're like mega rich, then whatever, the world's your oyster. But yeah, I mean, if you're a normal person like me, you can't do that. You got to plan that weeks and weeks, if not months and months ahead of time. You got to be more proactive than that. But yeah, that's really funny. Anything else about the World Cup before we got to go to break? We'll come back with some Love Island thoughts, with some season finale thoughts.
I'm really excited.
I don't want to give away too much for your Daily Spiral, but
yeah, I'm really excited to see BTS on Friday. I'm not even gonna lie, I really like BTS. Okay. I am part Army. They still have never got. Well, they did get my money. They got $18 out of me. I have not broken down and bought an Army bond, but I am excited to see them perform. Last thoughts about the World Cup, though. I just really want England and Argentina to lose. That's pretty much it. I don't want to hear their fans. Their fans are both obnoxious, and Argentina fans are the worst. Literally, everybody hates them. They are terrible. I don't want to hear from them no more.
Yeah, I don't know that when we're at sporting events, we should be bringing up, our racial differences. I don't think we should bring that up anytime. I don't think that's ever an arguing point, but yeah, it seems to be. So I understand where you're coming from there.
When the most racist countries are like, you're racist.
Yeah, that's actually saying something, right? Well, listen, let's go to break. We are going to be back in 3 minutes. Like I said, when we come back from the break, we'll have some Love Island thoughts. We'll find out what's going on social media since everybody's back from the villa and wherever. We'll find out what they're thinking, if they've adjusted to life outside. It sounds like they got out of prison. Well, they kind of did in a certain way. Yeah. We'll see if they can adjust back to life in the real world when we come back right here on Inside Edge Primetime.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at monstermomentsphotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. monstermomentsphotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
All right. Well, we're going with the cold open when we come back from the commercial because I wasn't ready, to be perfectly honest with you. So we are back. At least I'm somewhat quick on my feet, just not with my hands. That's fine. I'm getting old. Well, hey, it's good to see you there. All 200 and some of you that saw that terrible comeback from the break. That was on me. But listen, I got an update. I know, Autumn, you're going to want to hear this. You were very concerned with the home run derby tonight. I will tell you that Jordan Walker became the first Cardinals player to ever win the home run derby. Walked off on Kyle Schwarber 12-11 in the finals. My source says it was very exciting and very much fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. I don't believe it.
Let me just say, I don't care. I genuinely don't care.
Yeah, someone hit more home runs than someone else. That's fine. They're major league hitters. If you're throwing them pitches at 60 miles an hour down the middle of the plate, they should be able to hit those home runs. It's not that much fun. They gotta do team home run derby or something, Autumn. They gotta do like a 4-on-4 type situation, like teams of 4 or teams of 3 or something, where they alternate off like a pitching machine, right? And they got to run in there, and if you don't get in there in time, that's it. That's an out, right? Like you got to something. They got to make it fun.
It just has to be
hit on the bat first, and then run in there and try to hit dizzy. Something.
It just has to be not an old ass man throwing 60-mile-an-hour balls. And then everybody being like, oh my God, they hit it so far. Y'all, it's 60-mile-an-hour balls that they can hit. Like, I'm so bored of it. I'm so bored of it. I don't even know who Jordan Walker is. I know who Kyle Schwarber is. I don't even know who Jordan Walker is. I don't care.
Well, the last Cardinals player to ever win the home run derby. That's who he is.
I'm gonna tell you about the last time I cared about a home run derby. Okay, just show my age, right? The last time I cared about a home run derby, the person who almost won the home run derby was Josh Hamilton.
Oh my. Okay. All right.
That's the last time I cared about a home run derby. And the only reason why I cared about that is because of his whole story and how he got back to Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
That's it. Other than that, couldn't care less. Definitely not going to watch the game. Like, nothing about this. Like, Chad, I promise you we're going to get to Love Island, but nothing about the All-Star game, especially Major League Baseball, actually does anything for me. There's no stakes. Because remember when the stakes were if you won the game, you got home field advantage in the World Series and everybody took it seriously? Oh my God, that was great.
I gotta be honest, I didn't care about that either.
But then people didn't, because at least it made the game somewhat competitive.
Yeah.
At least people tried, because it's like, okay, well, if I'm on a good team, like, and you would see the people who were on good teams would actually try. Mm-hmm. Like, but it's like, it's
Do you remember the extra innings tie? Do you remember that year? That was a nightmare.
Oh my God, that was so stupid.
That was a nightmare.
There was the walk-off. The one year there was a walk. Like, they've had decent games, but I'm just at a point with them where I'm just like, your games are terrible. You're not giving us anything. Like, the most fun part, like when we had it in 2019, was the damn Fan Fest. That was fun.
Yep.
I love that.
And please, can they? I get that they have to sell merchandise. Like, can we have like all-star jerseys that maybe they only wear for like the home run derby? Can we put like for the all-star game? Can we just put them in their uniforms? Like, I miss seeing that as a kid, right? Like all the different jerseys on the field. I miss that. And I know that's gonna fix the whole all-star break or whatever, but that was cool for me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Are you telling me they wear the alternate all-star, like the ones that they're supposed to wear during the home run derby? They wear that during the game now?
Yeah, they just wear these merch. Listen, the last time I watched, they did. Who even knows when the last time I watched it was? I'll be honest with you. And again, this is not me not being a baseball guy. Like, I love baseball. Baseball's my sport. By far, baseball is my favorite sport. It's baseball and college football are my two favorite things to watch in the world. I also would not watch a college football all-star game. I just wouldn't.
That's just a Senior Bowl.
Exactly.
That's a Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it's great for scouting. It's great for like the the guys who you don't know, like the third through the fifth round guys who may be able to bump themselves up a few picks or whatever. It's great for those guys. But really for no one else. No one, not even the fans.
Wearing the official All-Star merch during the game is so stupid. Wear just your uniform. Yeah. Why are we getting away from the? Okay, let's get into Love Island because this is gonna be a mess. Go off. I'm gonna be heated.
Yeah,
let's get to Love Island.
You still have a whole nother hour to do on your show. You can't be heated. Let's talk about Love Island. First of all, I am not caught up on the finale. I just talk to me like I'm 5. Tell me what happened. You can tell me what happened. It's okay. I'm still going to go back and watch it because I want to have the experience, but it's okay. It's all over social media. There's no way I could miss it. Although I have, weirdly. But tell me everything I need to know and just kind of tell me some final thoughts of yours. That'll kind of help you transition into the Daily Spiral a little bit, I think.
Gotcha. Number one. This was the first episode since episode 1 where neither Zach or Sincere pissed me off. Wow. Sincere still had a moment where I was like, damn it, Sincere, shut up. But it wasn't as bad as like how he's been during the season. Zach, he still had a moment where like, Zach, stop doing what you're doing. But they weren't as bad. Okay, so the whole episode is it's all over the span of 2.5 days. So you have the back half of the episode that was before it. So that's Friday's episode. Then you have an entire day full of dates, and then you have the final day, which is the final like actual like ceremony.
Yeah.
Date number 1 was Melanie and Sincere. They went to some random barge in the middle of the ocean. He gave her a massage, and then they made pizza.
Okay.
And like
who among us hasn't done that?
And then he called
pizza on a barge in the middle of the ocean. That's a go-to.
Yeah. And then he called her resilient, and she was like, "I wouldn't have to be resilient if you treated me correctly." That's where I was mad at him at, because I was like, why would you say that? Like, you just say stuff. So then in the middle of that, we had Kata and Zach. They get told it's time for their date. And then their date is literally in a swamp. I'm not joking.
Sorry, what?
Yes, literally in a swamp. They did a speedboat ride in the middle of this swamp, and then they were given the equivalent of Quiznos sandwiches to eat on. Again, they're still starving them, you guys. They're still starving them. Then in the middle of Kata and Zach's date, Carl and Naya get a message, and they get to prepare for their date. At the same time, Melanie and Sincere come back from their date as well. So Carl and Naya go, and their date is the most expensive date I've ever seen in Love Island.
Okay.
It was books hanging from trees. It was chandeliers. The amount of flowers, I've never seen that ever. And they created an entire custom fairy tale book for Colin and I that showed their entire story.
Wait, who puts these dates together? Who decides?
The Love Island production team.
Okay.
So the Love Island production team like will get like see feedback from fans of like what they want to see on like people's dates, and then they'll just kind of like tailor.
So when the fans said they wanted to see Sincere out in the middle of the ocean, this isn't what they had in mind, but the producers still delivered, is what you're telling me.
Okay. Absolutely. And then Trinity and Bryce, they had a nice dinner. They were the last date. They had a really, really nice dinner, and then they had fire dancers, and they burned a heart effigy on their date, and they said "I love you" to each other.
Really?
Yes. Well, they are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay, all right.
So they said "I love you," and then the next day, the girls got a chance to go out of the villa once again, and they went and got their nails done. Then they came back. Everybody got dressed. Everybody came down. They got to see pictures of themselves as they were walking down of like their best moments of the season. Then they all talked to each other. Then they sat down on the couch and they watched a fun montage video. And Trinity got to see Bryce's Casa Amor crash out, where he was crying. Remember how he was crashing out bad?
Yeah, I remember. That was I remember, yep.
Carl got to see Anaya tell the girls that she should have picked him. Anaya got to see Carl comfort her from where he was standing. And then there was a funny moment where there's a scene where Carl and Anaya are kissing and Say Less. And Trinity goes, "Oh, so that's what y'all been doing in Say Less." And Melanie in the background say, "Yeah, my girl likes to be on top." And then it was a whole, like, Anaya said something so funny in the confessional. She said, I almost insert inappropriate word, "this man," and Say Less. And they played the clip for everybody to hear.
Oh, no, I remember seeing that clip on one of the episodes that I remember seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so they played that little snippet of her saying it, and she was like, "Oh my God." Then at the end of the villa montage, all the family members that didn't get to go to Family Day sent them videos. So both Carl and Anaya's dad, Trinity's older sister, Bryce's younger brother, Melanie's dad, Sincere's mom, Zach's mom and dad, and then Kata's friends all sent videos. And then the weirdest part is I'm like, oh, the video's gonna be over. It's ending. No. Then it randomly switches over and it's a bunch of celebrities. So you had Lizzo, Sierra, Kesha, Demi Lovato, Somber, Alex Warren, Jordan Sparks.
Not Jordan Walker, right? Home run derby winner.
Not Jordan Walker, Jordan Sparks. Drewski. And I think it ended on Kaylani. Yep.
Like just Drewski as Drewski or Drewski as
as himself. And it was just so random. And you could just see everybody being like, what the hell? All these people are watching the show. And then Ariana came in, did an interview with them, and then they found out the order. So would you like to find out the order of everybody?
Yeah, let's do it right now. Yeah, let's do it.
So the order of everybody is Zach and Kato were fourth.
Okay.
Melanie and Sincere were third.
Okay.
Anaya and Carl were second, and Trinity and Bryce won. And then, y'all, they didn't have to split the money. Oh my God, that was so great. They didn't have to split the money. They didn't have to do the weird envelope pull to see if they were going to split the money. They just were like, here's $100,000 as a couple, and then they all jumped in the pool.
Okay. All right.
And that was last night's episode.
I think we all saw Trinity and Bryce coming from a mile away. I think, I didn't even watch every single episode along the way, but I could see that they were going to win. Or at least that it was trending that way. It seemed, like that was the logic.
Once they cried over each other, it was kind of like, we all were like, yeah, they're going to win. They literally both cried over the same exact reason.
Yeah. Yeah. That's love or something. Yeah, that's something. At least it's some kind of connection. We'll give it that. But yeah, I think sleep deprivation and the lack of food and the lack of just all the things that you're used to. Do you think some of okay, here's the question I have for you. You said there was a video from Sincere's mom, and I'm just curious. I'm really, really curious about this. Like, what did that look and sound like? Was she
Sincere's mother? Let's talk about her. We'll talk a little bit more about her on Daily Spiral. But Sincere's mom is so weird. Okay. So do you know what she's been doing the whole season?
No.
So she'll go live on Instagram or TikTok and she'll talk hella shit about her son. How he's terrible, how he's the worst, how like I can't believe he's acting like this. She'll be like talking about Melanie, how she loves Melanie so much. And there was a TikTok of Sincere's uncle, his paternal uncle, talking about I can't believe Sincere's acting like this. His mom is in the comments was like, yeah, I don't know where he gets it from. And his uncle was like, he kind of is starting to sound like his father, which is his biological father. So the person who came to visit on Family Day is his stepfather.
Yeah.
Not his biological father. So his stepfather.
Right. Yep.
Then at one point, his mom starts contacting, because astrology, TikTok, and Twitter got real involved in this season. So she started contacting astrologists on Twitter and TikTok to see what was wrong with her son.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. That sounds pretty deep rooted. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like that might be maybe she caused some of that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know the situation.
I don't know either. I don't know what's going on, but his family.
I feel like we haven't seen the end of Sincere though. I feel like we talked about this a little bit in the chat. I feel like we haven't seen the end of him. He's gonna make a comeback somehow.
Well, he's out of the villa. He's got his phone back. Like I said, I read you guys the comments. He liked a video where all of it was hate comments about him, and then he followed one of the most misogynistic streamers. So I can definitely tell he's gonna be on a stream over the next month. Oh, by the way, reunion is August 31st. So we're going to have a live watch along. Chad, would you like to do the live watch along on August 31st when we do it?
Yes, I'm in. I'm honored to be it. Yes, I am in. I'm 100% in.
Because oh my God. Wait, hold on. Let's bring in my co-host of the Daily Spiral, which will start soon. We're going to kind of switch over a little bit. Double A Anthony Alford himself. Boom! Yes, Daily Spiral switch over. Double A, bring yourself in here. Chad has agreed to watch the reunion with us. Chad will experience Andy Cohen for the first time.
Dude, it's a new experience, Chad.
Okay.
I didn't know his greatness last year, and then I watched him on the Love Island season 7 reunion. This dude is a GOAT. This guy's freaking amazing.
I'm gonna just tell you like Double A. That reunion, you know what? I'm gonna compare a sports comparison to that reunion. That reunion is, remember when LeBron swept Toronto in 2018 and he made them get rid of all their their coach of the year and everything, and he just looked like he was running rickshaw over them and they couldn't solve anything. That was Andy to Love Island last year. Andy's LeBron of reunions, and the Love Island cast was the Toronto Raptors.
Oh my goodness! Like Kawhi, Toronto, or does it matter?
Pre-Kawhi, DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was 2018. You're right. Yeah. Okay. I got you.
I'll even give you another one. Think of any time we beat up on the Atlanta Hawks in the 2010s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Andy's LeBron. Andy's a LeBron. Andy's messy. Andy's biased. Andy will he will not pull the punch. Andy's so messy. I have watched a reunion with him where it is clear as day that he is asking the question, but he will make up somebody's name, make up where they're from, and ask the question.
My goodness.
This guy's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Honestly, probably at some point this week, I'm gonna rewatch the season 7 reunion.
Oh my God!
Just cause.
It's all on, is that all on Peacock too, or where do
yes.
Everything is on Peacock. Everything is on Peacock.
These are places I've never gone to in Peacock. It's crazy.
I wouldn't say watch that one. If you want to see Andy's true powers, if you want to see his messiness, you have to watch him during a Real Housewives or a Vanderpump Rules reunion. You also could, if you do Vanderpump Rules, you'll also see Ariana, and you'll also realize that the reason why Ariana got the job to be Love Island host.
Oh, I told this to Autumn, Chad. Yeah. I did not know Ariana. I didn't know she was like a Hall of Fame GOAT. I had no idea. And then I watched her backstory. Apparently her longtime boyfriend, husband.
Yes, they were together. So, you guys are gonna make me explain Vanderpump Rules. I'm so excited.
Real quick, 9 years. 9 years they were together, and what? He cheated on her best friend.
Let me give you the backstory. Okay, so Ariana and Tom knew each other back in like 2009, right?
Okay.
Tom had a girlfriend named Kristen. Kristen is known as Crazy Kristen, right? She's still on Bravo. She's on the Valley, right?
All right.
Kristen and Tom, though, would just cheat on each other all the time, right? Ariana worked at a rival restaurant called Villa Blanca.
Okay.
Tom and Kristen worked as Sir. Villa Blanca closes, so Ariana comes over. What Tom doesn't tell Kristen is that he made out with Ariana 3 years prior in a Vegas pool in a lake. So Kristen comes in hating Ariana. Ariana, I love her, but she sucked her first 2 seasons. She was terrible, right? So then Kristen spends an entire season harping over Ariana and Ariana being there and essentially going back and forth. So then Kristen sleeps with Tom's best friend, Jax. Jax is a demon. And then Tom breaks up with Kristen and then months later starts dating Ariana.
Oh, that's messy. That's not good.
Then Ariana gets cheated on at the beginning of their relationship with this girl in Miami. Kristen finds out, tries to break up Tom and Ariana because she just really wanted to, because she couldn't. He left her for Ariana. So then Ariana and Tom were together for they were together for literally 10 years, from 2013 to 2023. They were together for 10 years, right? During that 10-year period, Tom became friends with this kid who used to date Kristen named DJ James Kennedy, right?
Okay.
James Kennedy.
No, wait, let me ask you. He's not a DJ.
No, he's a DJ. He's actually played a DJ.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I was going to go. Okay. I had a place to go with that. Never mind. You ruined it. Go ahead.
No, he's a DJ. Tom also thinks he's a musician. Tom is terrible. Tom was actually on Traders a couple seasons ago. So
there's just a whole reality TV circuit. Yeah. I'm hearing.
Crazy. So Tom and Ariana are together for literally 10 years. They literally buy a house together, everything. Ariana literally at one point asked Tom if he could fertilize her eggs because she wants to freeze her eggs because she's like, maybe I want a family, maybe I don't. So how James Kennedy fits in is because James Kennedy starts dating a girl named Rachel, but she goes by Raquel. But anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So James and Rachel become friends with Tom and Ariana.
Okay.
Ariana and Rachel become so close that they call each other's best friends. Tom pays for Rachel and James' engagement party. Right? They get engaged. He pays for the entire thing. Right?
Okay.
About a year after that, Rachel and James break off their engagement.
Oh, no.
Oh.
At the same time, Tom's other best friend, Tom Schwartz, is getting a divorce from Ariana's best friend, Katie. Oh. Rachel decides to make out with Tom Schwartz. Uh-oh. And Katie's like, no, like, this is terrible. I don't want you to do this. Like, you're trying to break up the friend group. So everybody thought that Tom Schwartz and Rachel were having, like, something going on.
Okay.
In March of 2023, literally, I'm dead ass, this happened. March of 2023.
Corbin's favorite word, by the way.
Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. No emotion at all on the face. Just dead ass.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. So, March of 2023, Ariana is with Tom at his show because Tom thinks he's a musician. Rachel and one of their other castmates are in New York. They're doing Watch What Happens Live. Tom's phone falls out of his jacket. Ariana picks it up and she's like, she has the instinct to look through it. She looks through it and finds a video of Rachel on FaceTime with Tom doing something very inappropriate. She calls Rachel and is like, what is this? Rachel reveals that her and Tom have been having an affair for 7 months.
Oh, no.
This catapults Ariana into what she is today.
Okay. And this all happened. This all started at rival restaurants. Is that what we?
This literally started at a restaurant called Sir.
And okay. And you're and if you're watching this and you're going into restaurants and sending dishes back, I mean, just know this is what's going on in the back.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Vanderpump Rules is one of the most amazing shows to ever exist. Now, mind you, all of this happened. And then Ariana gets the Love Island gig because in one of the episodes, she tells Tom, all I want you to do is stay at home with me and watch Love Island. And that's how she gets the Love Island gig.
Interesting. All right.
Dude, that's amazing. Now, here's fast forward. Here's follow-up. Mm-hmm. Last night, during the finale, Sincere's family is live reacting to the finale. And we have like 4 clips. I'll play one of them for you right now. Okay. This is what Sincere's mom had to say about the host of the show.
Oh, no. I like it. Who is she? She was on a dating show.
Her husband slept with her best friend, and she like crashed out. Okay, that's the side of her that I saw.
She so I fucked herself with a cheese grater.
Yes. Yeah. So I feel like they made her a sex symbol to tell her ex-husband,
oh, Jesus
fuck
Christ.
her.
Yep.
And
When I tell y'all, his family, any good PR that Sincere had last night's episode, I was telling Chad, I was like, look, Sincere that was the first time since episode 1 he didn't piss me off. Any good PR he had from last night's episode, his family put it in the toilet last night.
Mama's put it in the toilet. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I feel bad for the we'll talk more Sincere in a few minutes. Chad, before you go.
Yes.
Actually, it's for the both of you. Both of you are our baseball people, and Rob Rizicki.
Yeah.
I was watching Netflix tonight. I was watching the rest of
Netflix. Oh my god, I forgot it was on Netflix.
That's another thing that I wanted to bring.
I was watching Netflix.
Okay.
I was watching Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
I was going to say, did the feed cut out? Because that didn't surprise me at all.
I was watching wrestling.
You think Tom and Rachel and Ariana are messy? MLB's messy right now. The whole All-Star week stinks.
I forgot it was on Netflix. That's making
Derby's making out with the All-Star game. They're going to end up.
Y'all don't like the activities, the home run derby? Because all I hear in the news is
it's boring.
All I hear in the news is how terrible the NBA All-Star weekend. Like, we have to save the dunk contest in this, and nobody talks about the home run derby.
I don't like it either. I don't like the home run derby. I don't like any of the All-Star games or weeks or events. I don't like any of this. Maybe I'm just old. Maybe I'm old and crotchety or whatever, but I don't know, man. It's not as exciting as it was when I was a kid. Like I just told Autumn, I think they need to do like team home run derby. It's like teams of 3 and like, the chugs machine out there is going. You got to get in there. You got like 5 seconds to get in. Boom. Somebody hits one. The next guy in. Boom. The next guy in. Like your team's got to go.
I would like that. I would dig that.
Yeah. It could be
and like you could pick who you want on a team. You could do a whole draft, do whatever you want. I actually would like that. I think there's something to, I don't know, watching. You know what did it? I'll be real. We saw Barry Bonds was on the broadcast. Yeah, and we saw people allegedly on steroids go to town on homers in the 90s.
Yep.
And now home runs in 2026,
they leave a little bit to be desired. Yeah. It's fair.
We like unethical cheating, AA. That's the whole point of it. Nobody wanted to know about the steroid era. That's why so many people are like, those guys need to be in the Hall of Fame.
Mark McGwire at 6'4", 294 pounds was totally natural. I mean, what are we talking about?
Absolutely.
The size of his forearms. Yeah, it was normal.
Barry Bonds' head grew 10 times the size of his body. Everybody enjoyed it. Okay? It's just when we found out, it was like, oh, this is not great. And then it's the fact that they tried to lie about it. If they didn't try to lie about it, it was fine. It would have been fine.
Mm-hmm. The burning question for me is, where did they find enough sheep for the wool for Barry Bonds' hats? Like he couldn't have more than 1 or 2 hats a season. There aren't enough sheep in the world. That's my
every time I see Barry Bonds when he was with the Pirates versus when he was with the Giants, how did y'all not know? That man's head grew 20 times the size of his body.
It's like 6'3", 185, and then he's 6'3", 265. That's a normal jump for a 40-year-old man. That's totally fine.
Yeah, and then your head goes from this to this.
Right.
And it's like, come on now.
Yeah.
But that's what the enhanced games are for. Oh, yeah, that hasn't gone well either.
You ever notice they had double doors in the Giants dugout leading into the clubhouse because he couldn't in a single door. He couldn't. Had to change the whole stadium. It's stupid. Whatever. I got it.
Chad, Eli would be disappointed because you're 16 minutes into the overrun.
I'm messing up network programming. You know what? Eli's not here. I can do it.
We did want to ask you one question before Chad goes. What the hell is a walking cheesecake? What are you
will find out at midnight.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
You will find out on Midnight Run. That is our brand new edition of Smash or Pass.
As usual, I'll be eating something that's a terrible decision along with that segment. So.
Our guys, our unofficial correspondent, Stefan Johnson, All Mess's very own, posted a video earlier today testing out a walking cheesecake. And I realized we got to serve the foodies during my midnight show. So we will test that out and Smash or Pass coming up at midnight.
I can't wait. I don't even know what it is. Smash. I don't even know what it is. Doesn't matter.
Autumn.
It's delicious.
Autumn.
The walking cheesecake just makes the heartburn in my chest go like, oh.
Did you miss my crack show last week?
I can feel the diabetes. Like, I can feel my blood sugar just send me into anaphylactic shock.
But you're walking. Hold up.
Cheesecake.
But
no.
On the
Do you
go.
know what a walking taco is? A walking taco is a taco in a Doritos bag that they have conveniently made a taco, right? Because you can walk around with it. What the hell?
At first, I thought a walking taco had legs. I'm glad that I didn't know how that worked. I thought that was weird. Like you just pick up the taco and
that's why they call it. But that's why they call it the walking taco. You're supposed to walk and eat.
Yes, that's the point. So why the hell would I want a walking cheesecake?
Because it keeps you fit while you're enjoying cheesecake.
I can feel the diabetes. I can feel the diabetes in the term walking cheesecake.
And if you have extra sugar in your body, you're going to be more motivated to walk. You're not going to sit down. You're going to want to walk. You go, from the goal line to goal line. You're going to walk.
I'm not a nutritionist, but this is all positive so far. This is all positive.
I think you should try it.
Hey,
no, I will not be trying.
I think we'll play the video. We have video. We'll smash or pass. We'll play it for you coming up at midnight.
I'm excited. All right. Excited.
We didn't discuss who was producing all this stuff.
We're just on here. I'm hitting a button. We're just all here.
Here's what we'll do. I guess I'm the boss. I have to do something. We'll play the station ID. We'll take a break, and then Sincere's family. Oh, boy.
You should probably also play the intro, too. You should probably also play the intro.
And we'll play the intro to the show, too.
That helps.
We gotta do some things. Chad, say goodnight.
Good night, Chad. Oh, you didn't say good night, Chad. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Daily Spiral. We already kind of started. We were on Inside Edge Primetime. AA popped in. Now we have moved to Daily Spiral. Of course, your resident chaos here on the Inside Edge Network. Now, if you guys did not know this, almost 1,000 of you watched us last night live react to the Love Island USA Season 8 finale. Now, AA, there has been some news that has come out since the finale. Let me break it down. Number one, Andy Cohen and Ariana Madix are confirmed for the reunion. It was released by Deadline. They will host again. I'm assuming they will shoot it the week before, like they did last year, and then it will release a week later. I think it should be a two-parter, but hey, that's on me. I think it's probably going to be another 2 hour. There's a lot to cover. Number two, Beyond the Villa was renewed for season 3. Now, I think 100% Beyond the Villa is written into the contracts of everybody that went on the show this season. It has to be a requirement because last year, the top 4 contestants, well, 2 of the top 4 contestants, 4 of the most popular contestants opted out. That was Nick and Delandria and Ace and Shelley all opted out of doing it. Winners, Bryan and Amaya did it. Clark and Taylor did it. Iris and Pepe, all of them, they did it. Nick made a surprise appearance towards the end of the show. It was like a quick little cameo. But I think they had to write that into the contract to be like,
yeah.
You guys have to be Beyond the Villa.
You can't have a season 7 Beyond the Villa and no Ace, no Shelley, no
Nick.
No
Andrea, no, yeah.
I don't want all Casa people only in Beyond the Villa.
Yes. So also, everybody got their phones back today. So how I know this is because Anaya is on TikTok reposting thirst traps of Carl. And she's in people's comments talking about how perfect he is. And then Carl's on Instagram in people's comments talking about how much he likes Anaya. And he's responding back to brands. The entirety of the core 4 has followed each other. Carl has followed most of everybody. I think the only person he doesn't follow is Trinity yet, but everybody pretty much has gotten their phones back. They've talked to their families. They're active on social media. They probably are still in Fiji. We haven't seen any airport pictures. So they probably will do how season 6 did it, which was they did press in Fiji for about a week, and then they all went to LA.
I saw Kata. I think it was Kata and Trinity. They got their vapes.
That was last night's episode. That was last night's episode.
Yeah. There was light at the end of the tunnel. They saw that. It's like, okay, we're good.
Yeah. So, what was it? Also, who else? What else? Oh, yeah. So everybody's probably gonna fly back either tomorrow or the end of this week. They probably are still shooting content. So I know last season they were there for a couple of days and they shot this video where everybody got their phones back at the same time. And they kind of went through like what happened, because Love Island is just going to release like 3 weeks worth of content over the next month and a half, because like they have to kind of keep everybody's interest. Nobody is literally clout chasing. I'm so happy. Last season's cast, the moment they got their phones back and the moment they could leave Fiji, they was on Instagram Live. They was on TikTok Live. They was on Snapchat. They were thirsty.
Yeah, that was their prime time. Because I am happy this season. We think complete 180. These guys actually wanted to find love, and it was almost the complete opposite. Like almost everyone closed off so quickly, but way better than last year.
Yes. Like I said, Anaya's still over here posting edits on TikTok of Carl. Literally one of the edits, her mom, no, her and her sisters all posted the same edit, and she said obsessed. So they're going strong. Sincere's out here liking videos with hate comments. His sister's doing worse.
Wait, hold up. What was he liking? She liking?
Sincere is liking videos of him and Melanie with hate comments. The top comment was, "Melanie, leave that man." The comments under that was, "Get Lord Farquaad out of the villa." I'm not done with my updates though, Double A.
I gotta find some of these. You go ahead. I'm gonna be searching on Instagram.
So, those Islanders who have been dumped, who are no longer in Fiji, most of them have gotten together. The only Islanders we haven't seen get together is Parmita and Corbin. They are not in LA. I think they're both back in Miami. Casey and Tierra, nowhere to be found with anyone. Dylan and Kenzie, Gall, Jen, Beatrice, all the Casa boys were all at Gall's coffee shop for like a charity thing where Gall got dunked in a dunk tank. Jen and Gall also released like a promo photo shoot for his coffee shop where she threw coffee on him. Caleb was in Las Vegas with Nick, which their vibes somehow match.
Yeah.
Soul was being messy on TikTok Live once again, because
Autumn, her Super Bowl is the reunion.
So let's
segment 4 of the reunion. That is Soul's Super Bowl.
No. Let's talk about Soul, because I'm really like, she pisses me off. Okay, first of all, you are a terrible bombshell. That was the first thing. You were an awful bombshell. You did not bombshell, how you're supposed to do. When you are a bombshell, you are supposed to come in and you are supposed to break up a strong couple. You broke up Sincere and Melanie. They were not a strong couple. Sincere would go if something is flying in the wind and it streaks across his dick and he's like, "Ooh, yeah, that feels great." That's Sincere, right?
Melanie kind of did that in the first week only. That she was showing interest too.
Yeah, it was the first week, but by week 2, we knew what it was. So you're mad. So again, Sincere does you dirty, plays you. Then you move on and you're like, "Ooh, KC, I kind of want to see if there's something there." They eliminate you. The boys do, not the girls. The girls probably would have kept you if they had the chance, because they kept Caleb because they wanted him to find love. So they would have kept you. And then you're mad at the girls because the boys eliminated you?
Yeah, over Kenzie. I mean, because Kenzie was supposed to go home.
Yeah, the boys called her lustful, and then somehow, some way, Sincere tricked them all into eliminating Soul. The fact that he let them run rickshaw. Oh, he let them. Oh, but you get sent home by the boys, not the girls. And then you're mad at everybody because you're like, if somebody comes in here, just be open to them because maybe they could have the same experience as me. What? What are you talking about? You're a bombshell. You're supposed to be the one that disrupts. They're not supposed to fall at your feet, homie. You're the one that's supposed to chase them.
Well, let me ask you this, as the veteran Love Island viewer.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a cast be perceived? Let's just take Soul's word at face value. Have you ever seen a cast, like, I guess, as closed off as these guys were early in the season?
Yeah, season 5. Season 5's cast was super. When I say they were super closed off, they were worse than this cast. Season 5's cast was worse because they were having sex with each other. This cast, like 1 or 2 people had sex with each other before Casa Amor. Everybody in season 5 was having sex with each other, and they were all closed off, and they were
Did
not.
Anybody in season 5 sleep?
No. At one point, they made one of their castmates literally stand outside of the door and watch guard for them because they wanted to have sex. So season 5 was kind of like that, of like anybody that came in, it was very hard for them to break up like an OG couple, right? But once like the bombshelled and like they got in between, and then like a couple of the bombshells like ended up coming back from costume, or it was season 5 was a hot mess. Season 5, I told you, is the reason why a lot of stuff doesn't happen anymore. But Soul goes on After Sun. She talks shit about the girl. She talks about Melanie. She says Bryce is not attracted to Trinity. She then proceeds to constantly go on TikTok Live, still talk about everybody. And then she got caught the other day on TikTok Live with Beatrice, and I think it was Jaden in the background talking about Melanie. And it's like, you weren't even in the villa long enough, girl. Like, you've been out of the villa longer than you were in the villa.
She's been talking about her experience at Love Island longer than she's been at Love Island.
Mm-hmm. And then
like way longer.
Yeah, and then when she's like, well, the girls were not welcoming, they literally almost got into a physical altercation with Tierra. They almost got into a physical altercation with Parmita. None of them Casa girls were ever accepted into that house, right? They were never going to accept them. Somehow, some way, Tierra, Parmita, Jaden, and Amora all integrated themselves, and them girls were nice to them. Mm-hmm. To the point where Tierra, in her last episode, Melanie literally said to her, "You are so easy to love."
Yeah, and real quick, TT addressed social media. She's like, because there was fake images about her having beef with the OG girls, and she was like, "Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Don't believe everything you see on the internet." So I just want to put that out there because I know people were saying, "Oh, she has beef with the OG girls." Like, and she cleared it up. It's like, no, that's not the case. But Soul has beef with all those women.
Soul has beef in her mind because she thinks that the girls are the reason why the boys didn't pursue her. But she has to understand, when you are a bombshell on Love Island, you unfortunately have to be a pick-me.
And here's where else she went wrong too. And you said it. Her going after Sincere, which is fine. I mean, for reasons. Okay, fine. And it didn't work out. You should still also be pursuing Casey. Casey would have broke. Casey would have folded. Mm-hmm. If she really would have went after Casey wanted to fold. Casey was waiting to fold. Casey was trying to save Soul.
Casey literally, if Soul would have literally just, and this is the other thing that makes me mad about it too. Soul was like, well, why didn't you pursue me? Why didn't you pursue me? Girl, you had ample amount of times to pursue him. Him and Anaya's connection after she came in was hanging by a thread.
Oh,
you could have literally, and Casey would have been like, what's up? Like, you could have blew in the air. He would have been like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, we was talking about Carl's walls last night. Casey's walls.
Casey was way team.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I really don't understand it because, and then this whole I can't wait to the reunion. I can't wait to, what you gonna say at the reunion? What you gonna say? My thing is, you're not gonna go against Trinity. Well, Trinity really gonna go against you because you said Bryce is not attracted to her. Huh? Like, when I say them girls is gonna tag team her, she gonna have, if she thought they was mean before, she really gonna think they mean now.
Yeah, and listen, Soul's a baddie. It is what it is. But it's like, if you're only in the villa for a few episodes, you can't have main character energy. You're not gonna be on that couch early on. Like, they'll bring you in for a segment. You're gonna say your piece. They're gonna move on the show.
Yeah,
like there was 5 other weeks of the show that happened. They're gonna move on.
Literally. And then you have to think about this. The other thing, so this is okay. So let's talk about the reunion. What we think we're gonna see at the reunion, and then we'll go to a break, and then we'll talk about this being the worst week in sports. But how the reunion usually goes is they'll do the least important. Well, they'll do like a medium important story first, then a nothing burger in the middle, and then the most important towards the end, and then like another nothing burger at the end, right? So they're probably going to start with Melanie versus Beatrice to start, or Melanie and Sincere, or any post-villa anything to start. Then the nothing burger is like an update from the couples. Then it's going to be Soul versus the girls. then it's probably going to be KC versus the girls. Because, again, you have to understand, everybody been talking shit on After Sun, so all of them After Sun clips are going to come back to bite them in the butt.
Right.
And then you'll have another nothing burger of, like, an update from the couple, and then, like, everybody will, like, squash it, right? But this cast is, like, messy, but not messy. Like, last year's cast was messy.
Yeah, I hope they survived.
Like, they were a level of messy that was like, ooh, this is dark messy. This cast is just messy just to be messy. Like, they're young. They're young. They're all in their early 20s. So, like, they're mad at each other for reasons. It's like, why are you mad at her? Like, I don't understand why Beatrice is still mad at Melanie. I don't get it. You've been off the villa long, too.
What is her beef with her? What's their beef?
Remember, Beatrice and Melanie, Beatrice is the reason why Melanie was like, give me 10. Give me 10.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh.
Because Beatrice, like, told Melanie she was being rude, which she was. I will agree with that. Melanie was being very rude.
Mm-hmm.
But Beatrice, after that, there was, remember the pie challenge, the naughty or nice, where they were hitting each other with pies?
Yes.
Beatrice in the confession was like, a lot of the pies that Soul was getting, Melanie should have got. And it's like, why would you even say that?
That's right. And then Soul cried at the end of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beatrice has kind of like always constantly like tripled down on it. Like the other day she made a video, was like, well, I never crashed out on a guy in the villa, but I do crash out while I'm training. And it's like, that's clearly a dig at Melanie. And then she was caught in the back of like Soul's live talking about Melanie. Yeah, like it was just like, I don't understand what all this vitriol and hate you have for Melanie. Like, Melanie didn't do anything to you, girl. Like, what did she do? What did she do?
I don't know. And again, it's just like all this stuff happens. It's like you could see all the ones, not all, but a few of the ones who were eliminated from the show early on. They got a lot of things to get off their chest. Maybe the core four did build that bond early on. And it was, I don't know. I don't know.
They only became the core four until that Soul Gabriel elimination. Like when we saw the four of them like together talking, everybody was like, oh, they look great together. And then we just happened to notice that they were interacting more. And when Melanie slept, it wasn't Melanie. When it was Casa, they were all really, 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 really close.
Right.
So, and then of course the recoupling from hell happened, and they all was tag teaming the hell out of Casey. Like I said, he gonna get tagged the worst because again, they was all cool with him. Anaya literally gave him a hug and congratulated him, and then you say she fragile.
I'm very interested to see because there is a strong core of Love Island KC fans who are going to strongly defend him and his actions. And,
NBA
black men mental health. It's like, how can he defend himself? And he's not allowed to defend himself.
I want you guys to look in the camera. I want you to look in the camera. Double A is speaking such bullshit to you right now. Don't believe him, y'all.
I'm telling you what the streets are saying. I'm telling you what threads are saying right now.
Threads is even crazier, but don't let him speak the bullshit to you. One last thing before we go to break. What was I about to say? It was something about the show. I forgot what it was. Okay, they got their phones back. They've been talking to their friends and family. They explained the background of the Trinity you haven't explored. Have you seen this?
I have. I meant to put that in. I didn't get a chance to, but yes.
So if you guys don't know, in all these behind the scene videos, they keep doing this thing that's like, Trinity, you haven't even explored. And everybody's like, what the hell is this? Like, they're talking about something. We found out from Dylan, who, by the way, Dylan also is friends with Jeremiah from last season. Like, really good friends. Like, such good friends to where they're posting pictures of each other back in 2024. So, again.
Jeremiah is apparently cool with, like, half of Love Island. alum.
And he's gonna be a Streamer University. But Dylan was like, y'all don't understand, like, movie night at that point, I guess it was a scene where Trinity and Sincere were going back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. During the whole Casey of it all. And Sincere barely stood up. It was like, Trinity, you haven't even explored. And Trinity told him, she said, I like my man, bitch. I didn't need 3 days to explore. So everybody kept referencing it because it was so funny to them. But Dylan and Kenzie found out that we, the audience, had no clue that happened.
I had no idea.
And they were like, they didn't include that. And we were like, no, nobody, like, so he explained that it was essentially like Sincere, like, was like, Trinity, you haven't even explored.
And apparently, and that's what the other thing with the cast were like. There is so much stuff they don't know what production aired or didn't air. We're gonna find about a Sincere. The one comment I am gonna disagree with you, and it might have been with you and Chad, but about Sincere. I know you said Sincere is gonna look a lot worse because of his family.
Yeah,
I kind of think a little bit of the opposite. The family's terrible. I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why he's gonna look worse, because everybody's gonna say this is why he's the way he is. That's essentially what it is. This is why he's the way he is. Yeah.
You want to hear another clip before we go to break?
Yeah, let's play another clip before we go to break.
Yeah, that's nice. Second place is disgusting. She should have won last episode. I mean, they see each other though. That's one thing I want to say. They should know each other though. Yeah, I feel like it was just leaked.
And that's why his family is pathetic. And that's why he's in the predicament that he got evicted from his apartment. Remember that he got evicted. And he's probably going to lose his job as a track coach. And his family is racist and terrible.
Man. And his stepdad. We don't move like that.
Look at your family.
Look at this. I didn't even upload the Shrek comment.
The Shrek comment, the calling Trinity sister ghetto. Like, it was just, and then his mom was like, you guys took it out of context. It wasn't even anything like that. Nobody even said anything like that. Girl, you were on TikTok live. Everybody heard it.
I can't stand his family, and I can't stand Charlie's. Or Zach, the team, whatever. I can't stand their family.
Charlie in the comments being like, why'd you put him near the swamp? And Love Island USA saying, not right now, Charles.
Like, go over there, Super Senior. Go over there. Okay.
Again, only person I know to appear in 4 different projects, Love Island related, in 1 year.
I'm excited because tomorrow we're gonna put together. I don't know if it'll be a 1 day or a two day thing because it's gonna take some time. But our top 10 Islanders of the season.
Yes. Also, I'm gonna preview Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm gonna give you a whole dissertation on why Carl is the funniest Islander. He has had me cracking up for the last 2 days.
I can't wait to hear this.
Carl is I'm gonna give you a preview. Carl is the most passive aggressive person, and he will tell you how he is feeling to your face. And if you catch it, it is hilarious.
Is he one of those where you can see from his facial expressions? Is he one of those type of guys?
Yes.
That's why the movie night, we talked about this last night. That's why the movie night, the way he was side-eyeing KC when the whole Nia thing was going down. You see it.
It's not even just like Double A. The more I've been thinking about it, I'm like, Carl is funny as hell. It's funny. He is hilarious. And we'll talk about it on Wednesday. But when we come back, we'll talk about the slowest week in sports. I'll give you my good spiral, my bad spiral, and then Double A is going to do his crack show here at midnight, and he's going to teach you about walking diabetes called walking cheesecake. That's crazy. But you guys are watching us here on Inside Edge Network. We'll be right back.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Welcome into Inside Edge Network. You guys, my best friend is watching Love Island now. She's 15 episodes in. Okay. But so she's ironically enough, she's at the Soul and Gabriel dumping. So it's about to go crazier for her at this moment. But you guys, it is the slowest week in sports. How is it the slowest week in sports? There is not a football game being played. There is not a basketball game being played. Major League Baseball will not play a game until Friday. And after tomorrow, there will be no World Cup game until Friday. It's the only time of the year, middle of July, every single year, where there is not a sport being played, a car being driven, a golf ball being hit. Nothing is happening during this time. It is so terrible, double A. It is the worst week in sports to me because it's like, what are we supposed to do with ourselves? Like, we're supposed to create fake scenarios in our head? Like, what's going on?
Yes. That's exactly. This is the week of top 10 lists. This is the week of can this quarterback get the job done or not? And we
will not be talking about Deshaun Watson on this show. Hell no.
I'm not saying hell. I'm going to be talking about that in about 10 minutes. But that's yeah. I'm not going to hold you because I know people say to Autumn, well, the worst period in sports. This is people who don't like basketball. The worst period in sports is after the Super Bowl, between the Super Bowl and Major League Baseball opening day. And,
What?
and I'm like, or March Madness. They'll kind of cut it off in March Madness. I'm like, I mean, I'll listen to it, but there's always something going on every night.
Like, there's hockey, there's basketball,
hockey. Even if you don't like basketball, there's hockey. There's college basketball. Like right now,
it's nothing.
Nothing.
There's not a thing.
Oh, the ESPYs is on Wednesday. I'm not watching the ESPYs.
We talked about this yesterday. We talked about this yesterday at the end of the live stream. Y'all, I used to love the ESPYs. The ESPYs were my favorite show because they, at one point, had some of the most entertaining people you could ever have. Look, Justin Timberlake proved that he could host an award show through the ESPYs. Samuel Jackson hosted. They brought in like people that I'm like, okay, these people can host. Then they were just like, they just kind of gave up. And then they were like, let's athletes host it. Athletes aren't funny, y'all. I'm gonna just tell you now. They can't tell jokes.
No.
Right?
Not everyone. I'll give LeBron credit. I'll give Peyton Manning credit. Not everyone's them.
No, and even then, LeBron had to be coached real hard, and he's just playing a version of himself. Peyton Manning has comedic timing, but he still is super robotic in the way he reads. He reads like this because he's Peyton Manning. Like, no, like athletes have no, just like, you know how like I probably have I have impeccable comedic timing. Okay, I will say that. You know how like. Stop laughing. Like comedic timing is like being able to bounce off of someone, right?
Yes.
And tell a joke. Athletes can't do that. They don't have that in their mind because they're just so worried about image, right? Really think about it. If you're in the locker room, yeah, you can do it because you're in the locker room. But if you're on a stage where somebody is telling you, hey, these are the jokes, tell the jokes, and you're not a professional comedian and you don't tell jokes for a living, you're going to be like, I'm going to tell this joke. I think it hit and it doesn't hit.
Yeah, and you don't want to upset your peers either, right?
Mm-hmm.
I blame Kevin Durant again.
Absolutely. He's to blame for everything.
I blame Kevin Durant again because who was it that made a joke about, you know, Kevin Durant jumping I don't know if it was LeBron or
I think it was
Peyton Manning.
Was it Peyton Manning or Danica Patrick? Whoever hosted.
Yeah, I think it was Peyton Manning. Made a joke about, you know, Kevin Durant jumping teams. I think at this point he joined Golden State or was with Golden State for a minute. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, all you need to do is jump to, you know, a new team. And Kevin Durant did not laugh at all. And I think players follow suit. And I mean,
Kevin Durant is just butthurt. I'm sorry, he can't take.
Autumn, I could do 6 hours on how Kevin Durant has effed up a lot of things.
Double A, I could literally do an entire dissertation on how Kevin Durant is solely responsible for the downfall of all the things that are wrong in the NBA today. I could do a whole dissertation. You know what? No, actually, it's not just him. I could do a dissertation on how him, unfortunately, LeBron, D-Wade, and all of these guys that played in the AAU circuit that became friends all are the reason why the NBA is in the state that it is. The state of the NBA is literally because of AAU basketball, and you cannot tell me otherwise. And every single one of them played AAU basketball.
1,000%.
Like the state of the NBA right now is the reason why we all hate it and it's so trash. And all these players are like, why are you acting the way you act? It's because of AAU basketball. I could do a whole dissertation on that. But Kevin Durant is butthurt about jokes. And then but the ESPYs is literally just an award show where everybody just gives awards to their best friends. Mm-hmm. Hey, you won this thing. Here it is. And it's just like it has no meaning. To me, it has no meaning.
The one aspect that they do take seriously is the Jimmy V Award.
And the Arthur
they do take that seriously. Although I don't know who has it this year.
Well, so the two awards, well, they do 3. They do the Pat Tillman, the Jimmy V, and the Arthur Ashe. Those
Right.
3 awards, they actually do take incredibly serious, and it's usually some of the best reporting. It's usually some of the best like stories like you will ever like have. I think one year there was a story about a softball pitcher who blew her knee out. Like she literally was rounding first base and blew her knee out, and none of her like teammates could come over and help her up because if they did, they would be automatically out. 2 opposing players from another team came over and like made sure her foot touched the bag, and I think they won the Jimmy V award. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's some. Yeah, I mean, obviously Jimmy V, Stuart Scott, Craig Sager, like those are some of the Robin Roberts. Yep. Yeah, but think about them. I mean, from that standpoint, the ESPYs, ESPN takes that part seriously, but it's just
the rest of it is just terrible.
I don't know. Do you feel that way about award shows in general, or is it just I think the major like the Grammys, the Oscar, like those are still with prestige and things like that, but like. And I'll say that again, Drewski did a great job with the BET Awards, but overall, like the BET Awards, like in the past, the MTV Musical, the VMAs,
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Look, I'm gonna say this: we are in a award show funk. I think all of them are kind of in a funk because now with the internet's opinions, like you really have to be extremely careful what you do on award shows. Like for example, the Emmys last year, I think it was Nate Bargatze was the host, and he did that whole weird Boys and Girls Club. If you stayed like 30 seconds over, they would take away money from the Boys and Girls Club. I'm like, that was just weird. It's just not like you just like I think too many people are trying to just be like, oh, let's get attention on this award show. Like it's just give out the awards, have the funny people tell the jokes, keep it moving.
I have an idea for you to run. I know we're almost out of time, but I have an idea to run. I heard you and Chad talking about the All-Star stuff with baseball.
I hate it so much. Double A, it's so bad. It's because it's just not entertaining, and the way the schedule is just stupid. And by the time you get to the All-Star game, it's just like it's not you're not building no anticipation up. There's no anticipation build up.
Could you do? I know it happens every 4 years, I believe. Could you do the World Baseball Classic in the middle of the season? Or would that be too much of a risk?
No. I actually think the World Baseball Classic will work in the middle of the season. It's the same reason why they need to allow major league pitchers and hitters to do the Olympics in the middle of the season. Everybody has an Olympic break except for Major League Baseball. Hockey has one. Basketball has one. WNBA has one. Every major sport has a Olympic break except for baseball. Because baseball pulls minor leaguers. They don't pull major leaguers, which is stupid. And to me, if you allowed the world, like I think the World Baseball Classic in the middle of the beginning of the season, remember they did it this year like that? It's stupid. It's stupid because most of these guys don't want to do it because they're going to get hurt.
Right. Or they're going to start their season slow.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle Raleigh still has not recovered.
Literally, Scoble, he didn't recover until like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So you have like if you put the World Baseball Classic or just give them like an extended like a week and a half break and not 3 days, I think it would be like entertaining. I think you could do something like that, but they don't want to do anything like that because they're just so rigid and frigid and they don't want to change. They're just like, I really don't care for Rob Manfred as a commissioner. I think he kisses too much ass.
I'll give him a few things that he has done right.
The pitch clock is
the pitch clock is one of the greatest things a commissioner has ever done.
Well, pitch clock and ABS are fantastic. I will give him that. Other than that, everything else is terrible. Because why is the runner on second base to start?
Hey,
extras. I hate it. I hated it when we did it at Captains too. I hated it too. I hated it too.
I will say this as a former board op at the radio at TAM. I will say this: everything that fans hated, I loved. I knew the game was going to end in the 10th inning. I knew. Hey, runner at second. All right, game's about to end. 10th inning. We're going to go to extra innings. It'll be over in about 10 minutes. Every time. Look at all the extra inning games this year that have ended in the 10th inning.
When they would do that, Captains, and they'd be like, go into extras. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, please, no. Like, just stop. But even then, like y'all, like Major League Baseball, they just have to fix their All-Star Game. I'm not interested in any of their celebrities. Like they do, like it's just in a weird time. It's not enough time for them to recover because then they have to go back to their teams. They have one day. What are you
gonna do with 1 day off? What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You're gonna go home and do laundry? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they got 1 day off, and most of these teams are on the road still. So then you have to travel. So you really don't even have 1 day off. You have a half a day off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have a half a day off. You have to travel to. You have to do your whole routine, and it's just like it makes no sense to me.
Autumn, they will have all of 2027 to figure that out.
Yeah, because the lockout is probably going to happen.
Yeah, they're going to have all that time to figure it out. Which is a shame.
Double A, because we still have talked about Love Island. You play my clip. Play me off. Play my clip because I got to get out of here, but play my clip.
Do I still hold it? Hold up. Do I have it? Hold on.
I told you I had the video version in mind.
I don't know if we might have to switch back. Hold on. Oh, they took it off. Somebody took it off. This is what happens when I'm gone for a week. Let me go back to yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you're gonna have to play it.
I got you.
That shit empty.
Is there?
Oh my God. Oh, it's the funniest clip to ever come from this season.
The man wanted some damn plants.
He's wearing a salmon suit with a brooch. None of them girls were picking.
Oh.
Really? Hold on, let me play it one more time. One more time.
Empty.
Is there?
They didn't have to look. If you was going to just smirk and laugh, just laugh. Just laugh.
Trinity's trying not to laugh. Beatrice is trying not to laugh. Sincere looking at him like, oh shit. If yours is empty, what the hell is behind mine? Zach is like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh man, it's all bad. It's all bad. Well, tomorrow, Autumn, I can't wait because we're going to have our top 10 Islanders of season 8.
Yes, top 10 of season 8. I will work on my list. I'll share part. Okay, I'll actually do 2 parts for Carl. I'll do part 1 tomorrow and part 2 on Wednesday because this is a 2-parter. Carl is the funniest Islander. Y'all are sleeping on him. He is so funny for no reason.
I like the passive aggressiveness.
Double A. Again, I'm going to give you a preview. This past episode, season finale, they're talking about Anaya and her personality. And all the boys are like, oh, she's so good with you. Like, her personality has completely shot up with you. Carl just goes, she's always been like that with me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Said what? He so subtly said, that was his problem. That ain't my problem.
And you know what? I saw during the break, I was just looking through. He's talking about his Instagram. Chipotle's responding to him. He's like, hey, Chipotle at me. And then I saw, what was it?
Tinder.
On the side, Tinder said Prince Carl. And then, man, he's all over it.
Hearts. Yes. Oh, yeah. Him and Anaya are about to be rolling in it. They're about to be rolling in it.
Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I got to get to some important stuff in this 12 o'clock hour. You see the rundown. We got to talk about walking cheesecakes.
Oh, my God, y'all. No. I got to go double A. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Actually nice. He's actually like sweet, and he doesn't want to like.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
Oh, hello, everybody. It is so good to be back here. It is 12:08 here on this July 14th edition of Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. Anthony Alford here with you. It is great to have you guys along. It's great to be back. I mean, I've been all over the place here on the network, and I appreciate you guys. But this is the baby right here. Midnight Run, me and you. Every single night, every single weeknight, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. Right here on the Inside Edge Network. We are in vacation season. My producer, of course, the Inside Edge Primetime host, Eli Moon, he's taking a well-deserved vacation this week. He's on DND, do not disturb. No, but it's all good, though. Eli more than deserves the rest. He'll be back in the saddle on the saddle next week. I want to thank Eli. I want to also thank Kyle Cordell for filling in last week here on Midnight Run. Again, not exactly a vacation. Some family things went down. And I thank you guys for your love and prayers and support. And you guys showed, my grandma passed away last weekend. So I want to thank you guys for all the support for the family and everything. And, obviously she one of the many reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. She's at the top of the list. And, so I thank you guys for being locked in with us here on the Inside Edge Network. And thank you for all the love for the family, for us, myself, and for my family. Now, what was interesting, again, when you connecting or reconnecting with family, everybody talks, right? Everybody gives your honest opinion about certain things. And everyone came to me in some capacity. And there were two dominant questions, not life related, but sports related. Two dominant questions in no particular order. Number one, so what is LeBron going to do? What is he doing? We'll talk about LeBron in a little bit. The other question, and the big question, even though it's mid-July, people want to know. So what do you think about those Browns? What do you think? What do you think they're going to do? What do you think these Browns, do you think they're going to handle business? And I'm like, that's a tricky question. By the way, what's not tricky, make sure you follow us at Inside Edge Net across all of our social media platforms. Like and subscribe at Inside Edge Net. And if you're watching us on YouTube, at the bottom, there's a notification bell. Make sure you hit that. And you're locked in, you're subscribed to us. Also, download our Inside Edge Net app on Roku. And we have a website, InsideEdgeNetwork.com. So again, my family came to me and was like, so what do you think the Browns are going to do? What do you think's going to happen? And I said, look, Shedeur Sanders is going to finish the season. I think Shedeur Sanders is that dude. I think Shedeur Sanders is going to make a remarkable improvement over year one. He has the talent around him. He has the roster, the young core of a roster. I think he could do it. But you're going to have to go through the Deshaun Watson experience one more time. And we don't have a choice in the matter. We just don't. You're going to have to ride this Deshaun Watson thing one more time. Now, it's no secret. This run, we're in year 5. It seems like this deal with Deshaun Watson was signed 84 years ago. 84 long years this deal was signed. But believe it or not, this is year 5. And through the suspensions and the injuries and the back and forth with the fans, the off the field legal stuff, and everything, how the offense was looking with Kevin Stefanski, how it could look now, through all of this, we're in year 5. And when you make a big investment, unfortunately, a big investment that has not worked out, unfortunately, you're going to do whatever it takes to see it through. And ownership is going to do whatever it takes to see it through. So what? He has a bum shoulder. Seriously, so what? I say all this because I'm not saying things because I like it. And I had to explain to my family. And my family, and they love the Inside Edge Network. They love the programming. They love it all. And they appreciate the fact that I am brutally honest. And my job is to forecast what could happen. I'm not here to tell you things that you're going to love to hear. In fact, some of the commentary I provide, I don't even like what I'm saying. But there is a thing called see it through. And I think the Browns are going to go one more trip around the sun to try to see this through. And they're going to try to see this through with Deshaun Watson. You got to remember when Todd Monken was hired, remember the whole process, the coaching process, the search. You had these young cats that were going after head coach. They was in the market. We interviewed them. I think my librarian down the street was interviewed to become the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. My neighbors were interviewed. The administrators were interviewed. Everybody, your mama was interviewed, okay, to become the next head coach of the Cleveland Browns. And they all turned it down. Not because Jimmy Haslam and Dee Haslam and Andrew Berry and the brass, not because they said no, but Nate Seelhouse, he said no. Grant Udensky, he said no. And I truly, firmly believe the big reason why they said no and rejected this job and turned down this job, because one of the requirements of this job, one of the prereqs of this job. So, what are your plans with Deshaun Watson? My answer, and probably your answer, and most sane people's answer, would have gone like this. I make his ass sit for a year, eat the deal, cut him loose on June 1st, 2027, and call it a day. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. Deshaun Watson has a job, has an opportunity. We can't do that. They're going to see this through. Now, here's what I told my family, because they've been asking. He will start the season. My firm belief is that he's not going to look that great in training camp, but he's going to do just enough to win the job. I don't believe his body can hold up. I don't believe the full speed of NFL football in 2026, he's going to be able to keep up. I don't believe it. I don't see it. I don't envision it. I remember WKYC's Nick Camino. We used to work together at WTAM years ago. And he always said this. Today's athletes are bigger, faster, stronger than ever before. And he was saying that back in 2017, 2018, 2019. Imagine the athletes now in 2026. Imagine what happens when you miss 1 year of competitive football. 1 year of competitive football. We're now talking multiple years. That's why that kid we were talking about that got in trouble with the gambling stuff, that's why I think his NFL career is screwed. Because to be perfectly honest, he's not going to get a taste of any level of competitive football, of reasonable competitive football. That kid is screwed. Brandon Sorsby. Sorry, I was on vacation. I forgot names. Brandon Sorsby. I think his career is toast because he's going to miss out on a year of football. Deshaun Watson has not played a full season of football in over 5 or 6 years. So I told my family, his body is going to he's not going to hold up, and Shedeur Sanders will be your starter probably at the beginning of October. You're going to get a half-assed commitment from the Cleveland Browns, basically not giving the endorsement of Shedeur. Shedor's going to win games for you. And you're going to get a half-ass endorsement for the Cleveland Browns because they want to draft a quarterback in 2027. But Shedeur, I think, is good enough. He's going to put a stop to that. He'll give you 6, 7, or 8 wins. But you got to ride out this Deshaun Watson thing first. You got to ride it out. You're talking what? 0-3, 0-4. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to happen, too. Let me pull up real quick the Browns' schedule because I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to happen. Because, yeah, we're hearing about reports about Deshaun Watson's shoulder right now. Right now. Jacksonville week 1, Tampa Bay week 2. Again, both of those games are on the road. At home against Carolina, Pittsburgh week 4 on Thursday Night Football. Shedeur Sanders will play on October 1st against the Steelers. That's my prediction. In order to get there, Deshaun Watson is going to struggle, and the Browns will be 0-3. The breaking point will be the week 2 game. The week 2 game against Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay. That's the breaking point. That's the game. That's the game I have circled on the Browns schedule ever since the schedule came out back in May. I have that game circled because the decisions will be made from that game or validated from that game. Was it the right call or the wrong call all along with Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson? But again, I say this, no matter what, I know I've been all in Love Island here, and I know a lot. Some of you are like, "Thank goodness the show's done." I understand, dude. I watched Monday Night Raw tonight, and Monday Night Raw was a fantastic show tonight. Fantastic. Roman Reigns to Seth Rollins, the gauntlet match, good stuff. The Vision and Max. Raw was off the charts tonight, so I'm locked back in. But I'm telling you guys right now, we always talk about this. We talk about this with businesses. We talk about this with relationships. We talk about this and a lot of other things, including material purchases. Even when the track record is not right, you want to see low self-esteem, you're going to see it through. And the Browns is a low self-esteem organization. They don't believe it. When they have something good, they don't believe it. And then when they see somebody who they think has potential to be great, they're going to stick around a lot longer than they should to see it through. Logical, reasonable people like us can see right through it, but there's not a damn thing we could do about it. There's nothing we could do about it. They're going to see this through with Deshaun. And they're going to ride it out till the brakes come off. Unfortunately, in the case of the Cleveland Browns, the brakes are going to come off rather quickly if they decide to go through with the Deshaun Watson experience. All right, coming up next. I was joking with our team. I'm like, I had to take time off for actual real life reasons, but also took time off because I told my team, I'm like, LeBron's going to make a decision on July 5th, like last Sunday. I'm like, be on standby. Don't do anything. I don't want you to enjoy life or anything. I want you to be near this all day, near this. Because LeBron's making this decision. Yeah, it's 12:23 on July 14th. He hasn't made a decision yet. But I've noticed a few things happening in terms of narrative. You got people now saying, oh, teams aren't calling Rich Paul and LeBron James. Rich Paul's calling the teams. Do you believe that? And then the other point that I brought up on Main Event this past Sunday, you're going to start to see, I'm not talking athletes and media. I'm talking show hosts, pundits, panelists, whoever. Watch the national media is rooting for LeBron to sign anywhere else but here. Are we here in Cleveland? We're based here in Northeast Ohio. Are we ready to accept that we are the villain in our own love story? We'll talk about that next. This is Midnight Run. It's great to be back. Great to be back here with you on the Inside Edge Network.
Key On Sports is the leader in Ohio high school athletic coverage in written, print, and video streaming. From the latest news and results and written content to the high school football game of the week every Friday, Key On Sports has you covered. The vision of 15-time published author Vince McKee has become the most trusted site in Ohio high school athletic news. From podcasts to player profiles, Key On Sports is your one-stop for all of it. Visit them today at keyonsports.com or on YouTube at Key On Sports. Check out their socials on Twitter and Facebook as well.
Clean energy, bold flavors, and no jitters. See why people won't shut up about Dubby. Clean energy, no jitters or crash. Whether you're starting your workday or getting ready to exercise, Dubby Energy helps you lock in and focus. With over 15 flavors to choose from, you can't miss. Order Dubby Energy right now by using the QR code on your screen and use the promo code InsideEdge10 to receive 10% off your order. Dubby Energy, your energy-focused sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Discover our collection of body mists made with clean, minimal ingredients. Handcrafted with natural essential oils and clean ingredients, they offer a natural alternative to synthetic fragrances. Perfect for sensitive skin and those seeking clean, mindful self-care, and the perfect gift for you or your special someone. Courtesy of Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers, use that promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Whether searching for a baseball autographed by your favorite World Series slugger, a signed football by an iconic Hall of Famer, or the jersey of a world-famous soccer star, you've come to the right place. Here at sportsmemorabilia.com, the web's leading source of authentic sports memorabilia, you'll find more than 500,000 authentic products from nearly every professional sports league, team, and players. Not only will you find your next prized sports possession with ease thanks to superb customer service and tremendous site experience, you'll have the satisfaction and peace of mind that every product listed comes complete with a certificate of authenticity and is fully backed by the sportsmemorabilia.com lifetime authenticity guarantee. Go to sportsmemorabilia.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. Sportsmemorabilia.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network, Cleveland's digital leader. Find us on InsideEdgeNetwork.com for the latest information on your favorite shows, personalities, and network partners. Plus, guess what? We have a merch shop. That's right, we have network polos, t-shirts, champion jackets, hats, and bottles. Rep the network. Every purchase supports independent sports and entertainment media. Use the QR code on your screen right now to check out InsideEdgeNetwork.com. That's InsideEdgeNetwork.com.
Hey, it's Autumn Chisholm here from the Daily Spiral, and you guys are going to be joining me all week. We're going to have a kind of a funky show. Double A Anthony Alford will be joining me all week instead of Chad and Eli. Eli will be on vacation, but this week we are going to get into everything. We are going to get into the MLB All-Star break, the slowest week in sports, the Love Island USA fallout, and much more. And then on Thursday night, you're going to join me solo, and hopefully, LeBron James will have picked a team by then, so I don't have to talk about him. But you are going to watch the Daily Spiral here on Inside Edge Network every night, Monday through Friday, from 11 to 12 p.m.
All right, folks, welcome back. This is Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. My name is Anthony Alford. It's great to be here with you. Great to be back here on the Inside Edge Network. Our team is here. Kyle's back. Chad Bryan with Inside Edge Primetime. It'll be Chad and Autumn this week on Primetime, and Autumn and me, or Autumn and I think it's Autumn and me, at 11 o'clock with the Daily Spiral. Our guy Eli Moon taking a well-deserved vacation. He'll be back with us next week. Actually, and also if LeBron does if he makes a decision and he comes back here and it happens this week, he'll join us for that as well. But otherwise, he is enjoying his vacation, and he'll be back with us next week. But you are here with us. Glad to be here with you here on the Inside Edge Network. And I will say this, people who are not happy are the national pundits, because they know that LeBron James could be on his way here. I will say this, though. The Cavs have been the running favorites to land LeBron James on the betting lines. Golden State is not off the list. And I've seen in a good chunk of places, Golden State is actually a strong number 2. And now we're seeing reports that it's down to Cleveland and Golden State. I've made it well known. First off, on the Golden State front, I don't like it. Myself and Eli, we laid out our therapy session about LeBron joining the Golden State Warriors a couple weeks ago. I'm not a fan. Actually, I hate it. Not just I'm not a fan of it. I hate it. But the national media, the league, they'll celebrate it. And it's fine. I'm not going to boycott the NBA and not watch. Yeah, I'll watch, but I'm going to hate watch. I'm going to be like, F you guys. And, and hopefully they face adversity, do whatever. The national media, listen, when you talk about a love story, we are all baby faces to our own love story. We're all the good guys to our love story. But isn't it fun sometimes when you admit it's okay to be the bad guy? It's okay to be the heel. It's okay if you have haters coming your way. And you're starting to see it, by the way, with the decision, part 4, I guess that's what this is. We're waiting. You're starting to see this. You're starting to see not, and I want to stress, it's not the athletes that are saying, the analyst. Charles Barkley wants LeBron back in Cleveland. Kendrick Perkins wants LeBron back in Cleveland. Not even to mention, Richard Jefferson, former Cav, and others. And again, it's not a universal opinion. We played Channing Frye a couple weeks ago after the 2020 or the 2016 10-year anniversary of the Cavs celebration. Talk about, I don't know if LeBron should go to Cleveland. At the time, it was a decision to stay with the Lakers. And since that point, LeBron informed the Lakers that he was not going to stick around. So the players know. The pundits, the national media, they don't want LeBron back in Cleveland. They don't want it. They're afraid to admit it. They're afraid to, for the most part, they're afraid to say it. They were afraid to say it, but they have been saying it. Oh, LeBron will come back here for a third time. We have already won our championship with LeBron here in Cleveland. You should embrace the one title that you have. Oh, LeBron wouldn't be going back. We can't take that lovely trip to South Florida. We can't take the trip to the Bay Area and hang with Stephen Curry and hang with Draymond Green. We can't take the trip to Philadelphia. We can't take the trip to Minnesota. It has to go back to Cleveland. And now you're starting to see a little bit of the national media kind of slip up and talk about, in their own words, why they don't want LeBron James back here in Cleveland. Exhibit A, Colin Cowherd. I believe this was on his Volume Network podcast. He's like, well, Cleveland's been dumped twice. Why would he want to go back the third time? Exhibit A.
I mean, the average was like 15 points. They got blown out. They quit.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, he's dumped Cleveland twice. Let's stop with the romanticism of it. Like, I understand when you go back and marry your high school girlfriend, right? You were going out, you left, you went to college, you circle back, marry her. That's a love story. He's bailed twice. It's just a hookup, right? Like, that's all it is. There's no love. It's a little, I mean, it's the comfortable thing. I will argue this all day long. So I made this argument. If Jaylen Brown alone, and it's just Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Brown, and Embiid, I think it's a bit of a mess. I think if you add LeBron into that, you think, well, Colin, it's one ball. I think LeBron's the balance in it, because LeBron, one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen, he no longer is playing for anything other than winning and fun. And you know what's fun? Winning by 16 points. That's fun. What's fun is playing with dudes. LeBron's always had, I mean, we got to be honest about this. He didn't go to LA. They didn't have players. He's got an eye for talent. LeBron's always been somebody, he knows who can play and who can't. He bailed on a lot of those Laker guys early. Now Josh Hart developed into a nice role player for the Knicks. But my take is, Philadelphia with LeBron, you think it's an extra piece too many. I think Philadelphia could be a bit of a mess if it's just Jaylen Brown. Brown thinks he's the one, Embiid does, Maxey does, VJ Edgecombe thinks he's no worse than a 2. LeBron would be almost like the parental figure. Like, guys, I've been around. Like, we're all going to have great nights. LeBron also, Jason, could play 45 games, could play 24 minutes. Like, LeBron could come in and go, just say, hey, listen, we're going to play you 58 games. We're going to give you 2 road trips off. You don't have to go away. You don't have to go.
Yeah, go see your family.
That becomes really, really attractive, in my opinion. I think Philadelphia works.
Boy, miss me with all that garbage. Miss me with that garbage. I think Philadelphia. I think Philadelphia could be the one team. They're going to give them bye weeks and stuff. I think. Shut up. It's just. You're starting to see it. You're starting to see it. Soon, the Larry O'Brien Trophy will be the participation trophy. Oh, wait, we heard a panelist say that garbage. I get it. And it's okay to embrace being the villain. It's okay. We'll take it. Cavs fans, just be ready to accept it. You're not going to, because here's the thing, and I understand. You didn't win you won the title already the first go around. Oh, here's your little championship. That's the vibe. Now you got to go and take it. And if LeBron's here, you're going to take it. So that again, a lot of that is at stake. Kind of see where that goes. Now, there is a second component to this. Bran Scott. He was on a podcast and he was talking about, oh, don't nobody want LeBron. Don't nobody want to talk about Rich Paul and all the baggage that comes in with LeBron. Does he make interesting and legitimate points? You be the judge. Take a look.
10 years ago, yes, every team was calling.
Yeah.
To get LeBron James on their team.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago. Now, Rich Paul and company, they making all the calls to see who's interested in having LeBron on their team. Again, guys, we got to understand that the guy's 41 years old.
Yep.
Been in the league 21, 22, 23 years.
Incredible career.
You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable career. Still playing at a high level.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's saying that he can't play, another year or two in this league. But as far as teams that are looking at him right now, the teams are also saying, all right, we're going to take him for 1 year, maybe two. And do we want to take all the other shit that goes along with it?
What's the other shit?
All the other antics, the people that's working with, Rich Paul and all those guys and all the other stuff that goes along with it.
Bronny James?
Bronny James. Do you have to get Bronny James out of his Laker deal? So there's a lot of layers to it when you're talking about bringing LeBron along. We all know this for a fact. He ain't going to go to another team and say, well, I'll come off the bench. I'll be a role player, come off the bench. He can still probably be your third best player or your second best player on the team. You could be successful. But the teams that we're talking about that really are looking at LeBron right now, so that, let's say what Rich Paul said, that are looking at LeBron right now, are teams that maybe can get to the next level. And that next level ain't a championship team.
That's courtesy of the Break podcast. Who the hell is going to have LeBron James join their team and say, come off the bench? What are we doing? What? I have neighbors. I have to calm down. I've heard a lot of stupidity while I was off last week. So, I'm just fired up. I'm like, what are we? Oh, well, LeBron's not going to accept coming off the bench. Would you? What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? I understand the baggage. I get it. It's not a new conversation. I get it. And LeBron's first go around, a lot of that was the baggage. The first go around here in Cleveland, the first term. Got to have friends and things like that. Or you got to make a roster space for Bronny. Listen, here's the deal. I don't fully believe that if a team refuses to create a roster space, a roster spot for Bronny James, that LeBron is going somewhere else. Let's chill for a hot second, okay? Let's calm down. I don't believe if LeBron, for example, I'll throw my hate out of the window for a second. I don't believe Golden State will look at LeBron and say, hey, we want to bring you in. We got all these plans. Oh, unfortunately, we can't create a roster spot for Bronny. Well, I guess I'm not going to the Warriors. You imagine Steve Kerr going to LeBron James and saying, hey, we need you to come off the bench. Like, in what world is that going to happen? In what world is that going to happen? Now, Kenny Atkinson ain't going to tell LeBron to come off the bench. I mean, that's a whole nother thing we talked about on Main Event. That's a whole nother thing. I mean, Kenny Atkinson, he's a big fan of LeBron. We can have LeBron, the greatest player in the world. Boy, he's more of a fan than a coach. But that's a whole other thing. What are you talking? What are we doing? I think this is what happens. And everyone's dragging this out. We're awaiting LeBron's decision. There are rumors that LeBron will be at Fanatics Fest. By the way, proud sponsor, the Inside Edge Network, Fanatics. Check them out at InsideEdgeNetwork.com. Word on the street, he will be appearing on a few podcasts, LeBron James, at Fanatics Fest in New York City this upcoming weekend. Also, where Saturday night's main event will take place, wrestling-wise. And we might hear something then. But come on now. Let's stop being ridiculous. And I get it. This is the week to be ridiculous. You're not grabbing LeBron James to have him come off the bench. LeBron James is not signing anywhere for a veteran minimum. I get all that too. Like, yeah, go to Michael Jordan, even when he was with the Wizards at the end of his career. Hey, MJ, I know you're the greatest player in the world, but we think you could be very valuable being our sixth man. Show you a freaking sixth man, in the in the press box, in the owner's suite. Yeah, I'll show you that. Man. I don't think Byron Scott has ever really embraced, and that's the other weird relationship between Laker alums and Laker greats and Laker fans and LeBron James. And I get it. Let's be objective about this. It was a mutual breakup. The Lakers and LeBron James. That was a mutual breakup. LeBron obviously had bigger plans, but the Lakers moved on, and now it's Luka's team. But it's always been a weird relationship. Yeah, LeBron won the title in 2020 with the Lakers, but it was the COVID championship, which is, to this day, that still bothers me. Yes, COVID bothers me, but this whole, because it's a pandemic championship, it doesn't count. What, did the other 29 teams not compete in 2020? Did we not play a playoff and a finals and award a championship under difficult circumstances? And that should go against LeBron James, his record? We got to do better. Not you guys, but, the ones who say that the Larry O'Brien trophy is a participation trophy. You know what? Maybe if it's a participation trophy, maybe LeBron should come off the bench and conserve his energy, because all he needs to do is participate, right? All right, coming up next, we do this for foodies, right? We have a brand new edition of Smash or Pass. We introduce you to a walking cheesecake. You're going to see it, and either you'll love it or you'll hate it. But we're going to tell you about it next here on the Inside Edge Network.
Fanatics isn't just our name, it's who we are. Loyal, passionate fans dedicated to our favorite teams and to the sports we love. That's why we're honored to be able to offer fans the world's largest collection of official sports apparel and sports jerseys from all leagues, teams, and players you love. We feature a wide selection of gear from every league, including the NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and NCAA merchandise, which allows us to serve fans of football, baseball, hockey, basketball, lacrosse, soccer, golf, and, well, everything else that gets your heart pumping. Go to fanatics.com by using the QR code on your screen right now to celebrate your teams. That's fanatics.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Discover our collection of handcrafted candles. That's right, every product is thoughtfully created in small batches free from harmful toxins for mindful everyday indulgence. Our candles are hand-poured in coconut soy wax with natural wood wicks, offering a long-lasting burn and rich fragrances. Create a cozy, safe ambiance for your home with candles from Alley Rose Fragrances. First-time customers use the promo code InsideEdge20 to receive 20% off your order. AlleyRoseFragrances.com, proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Podcast Network. Mosser Moments Photography is a husband and wife wedding photography team based in Cleveland, owned and operated by Inside Edge Network's very own Ryan Mosser and his wife, Hallie. For the past 10 years, they've captured more than 100 weddings across Northeast Ohio and beyond, always working together as a true two-person team. Their style centers on authentic, emotional storytelling, documenting the real moments between two people in love and creating images that feel natural, comfortable, and true to the couple. Rooted in Northern Ohio but inspired by their travels, Ryan and Hallie bring a warm, personal approach to every wedding day. Their work blends experience, consistency, and a genuine passion for helping couples relive their best day through timeless photography. Learn more at MosserMomentsPhotography.com by using the QR code on your screen right now. MosserMomentsPhotography.com, a proud sponsor of the Inside Edge Network, Cleveland's digital leader.
Hey, I'm Chad Bryan. Catch Inside Edge Primetime weeknights at 10 p.m. here on the Inside Edge Network.
This is Midnight Run on the Inside Edge Network. Here's your host, Anthony Alford.
All right, one final segment here on Midnight Run here on the Inside Edge Network. I got to point out something real quick that our unfiltered host, Kyle Cordell, sent in. Yeah, if LeBron doesn't pick a team this week, he may not sign until August. Truthfully, LeBron doesn't have to sign at all until he can pull an Aaron Rodgers and not sign until the schedule comes out. He can, honestly, LeBron James, and this is frustrated with media, it's frustrated with everybody. LeBron James could go into training camp without signing with a team. He could do that. He won't. It'd be kind of stupid to do that, but Bron is chilling. He's enjoying himself. We got reports from Chris Haynes that all pitches have been made. We don't have, maybe we'll get another blackboard presentation, but it all comes down to LeBron. And obviously he's earned that right, but hey, we're the media. We hate that. We are fans. Make a decision now. Make a decision now. Honestly, one of the biggest stories from last week was someone on social media trying to say that LeBron's workout from the medicine ball wasn't a real workout. And then the guy actually tried to do the workout and was looking sloppy, just horrible. He looked awful. It was the same guy. It was like, oh, why are you using I'm like, listen, he's using lightweight. It's like, well, yes, it's a core exercise. And the other thing too, when you're lifting, you don't need to be using heavy weights. Light weights, if you're doing it consistently, if you're doing it with the correct form, that matters way more than using heavyweight and getting hurt. So, man, my goodness, there's some interesting things there. Okay. This came across my desk earlier today. In our newest installment of Smash or Pass, a walking cheesecake. Wait, what? Here's Stefan Johnson to explain.
This should be viral. There's a lot of things you can eat on the go, but walking cheesecake.
Walking cheesecake! Boy, my hips are so heavy with stress. We're gonna do it. First, we're gonna take a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of heavy cream, lemon juice. I'm not squeezing a lemon for this. I'm just gonna use the fake stuff I got. Some sweetened condensed milk. Like this wasn't gonna be just a hefty girl without it. Oh, look at that right there, don't y'all know? Delicious. And now he did Oreos. Daddy got nut of butter. Gonna crunch these up, then we mix it all together. This alone, I'd smash this right now, like shamelessly. I've done worse for less. What? Oh my God. So then we take another pack of your favorite cookie. I love excess. And then we put this mixture into a pack of cookies. Crazy. So then we seal this up somehow and we let it sit for a few hours. Stand by. Okay, it's been a few hours and now we have our walking cheesecake. It's just a crazy reality. Oh, please, please. Oh, you're gonna be so good. I know you're gonna be so good. It's everything you could want. It's exactly like cheesecake. You don't need to bake it. And the bits of cookie, they start to absorb the custard. So they get to be like almost like little cakes, little bitty cakes in the cheesecake. And it's so rich and white. It's like Jeff Bezos rich. This is perfect. My brother, salute to you. A+. Y'all have a good ass day. Do this one.
Yo, can we get a bigger bag? I want a bigger bag. I want a big ass piece. I want the bag that Stefan, again, that's courtesy of Stefan Johnson. That you can find him on Twitter, S_Johnson_voice on Twitter. That bag was too small. Give me a big ass bag. Put that in there. Oh man. Oh, that's beautiful. That, yes, smash. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The cream cheese, little cake mix, ice, and nutter butter. Put it in the refrigerator for a few hours. Let it soak in. Man, give me that. I want that. I want that. By the way, if I had a lot of that, did you see the meme of the week, by the way, on Unfiltered earlier? Now, I don't have the image. It's on his studio page. It's on his Facebook, Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell on Facebook. The wig is one thing. That stomach of me. Oh, my God. Man, had to give up that belly. It's hard work. It's hard work. And I still feel like I have a bit of a gut, but not like that. There's been progress. Listen, power walking does the trick. But you can walk with a walking cheesecake. When I was younger, the ultimate big back activity. Ice cream, cookies, and cake. And you mix it all in there together. Man, that's good stuff, brother. That's good stuff. Get all that in there, and you're set. You are set. That is amazing. Absolutely, I was smashed. Now, I did see something earlier. I didn't have an opportunity to load it in, but something I would pass. I did see someone attempt to create or make what is called dot chicken. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is chicken with, I think it's the Smack Spears. I'll show it to you tomorrow. It's Smack Spears. I thought it was like dipping dots at first, but it's just like the sprinkles that you have on like cake or whatever. And they put it on hot wings. I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, what are we doing? Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold up. You hear it. I'm going to share my screen. I'll show it to you right now, actually. Hold on. I am going to share my screen because you guys got to see this. So take a look. This is this on the top. Or the sprinkles. This is hot wings. Watch what happens here. Take a look.
Can I see it? Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta bring this to the birthday party.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That. Keep your ass at home. No. What is this? Just because one thing is really good and another thing is really good doesn't mean they belong together. I get it. Some of y'all like pineapples on a pizza. I don't understand you guys, but some of you guys like that. I don't, but I love pineapples. And I love pizza, but they don't belong together. I really love hot wings. Chicken wings, barbecue wings. I love it. The sparkles and stuff, fine, whatever, right? Together? What are we doing? What is this? Look, again, I'm going back to the beginning. Break this down. The chicken. I'm sure this is just straight up barbecue. Maybe it's atomic wings. Maybe it's whatever. Good stuff. This is good stuff. You could use these sparkles, these spirit, whatever you call it. You could use it for anything. Anything else. Leave the chicken alone. Leave the wings alone. Let the wings be its own thing. What do we do? What is this?
Can I see it?
Stop right there. That chicken, because she got takeout. Let's see, it's 2026 in today's economy. That chicken was probably worth like $25. She just threw $25 down the drain with that nonsense. She put it on all. This is one of those things. If you want to get high and try one of them, put it on one. You just threw $25 of quality wings down the drain for this. Yeah, dip it in ranch. Make it better. Dip it in ranch. Yeah. You ever had ranch with cake? No, me neither.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta bring this to the birthday party.
No, you do not. Don't do that. All right. We're done. If you decide to try what was just on the screen, let us know how it is. Let us know if you're still with us after you try it. please, I don't want you to try that and then you're in the hospital or anything like that. Don't do that. What are we doing? What is this? All right. We're done. Show's over. Glad to be back. We'll see you tomorrow. We excited? The All-Star Game's tomorrow. I can't believe our baseball people don't like the All-Star stuff. How am I supposed to be motivated to watch this stuff? Unfortunate. And again, I was watching Netflix, but I watched Monday Night Raw. I loved everything and I didn't even see I missed the first 30 minutes of Raw. I jumped in during the Io Sky Roxanne Perez match. They got something good going. The crowd in Dallas was on fire. The crowd in Dallas was amazing. They were on fire. Watch that. The Vision stuff was fantastic. Oh, Maxine did great. Well, you don't need me, Paul Heyman, but that stuff was fantastic. And then if you're a wrestling fan, you haven't seen it, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, good stuff. Good stuff. So myself, Kyle Cordell, will talk about it on the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast this Friday, 8:00 a.m. right here on the Inside Edge Network. I was also told by Kyle that we should be talking about Conor McGregor, how he can improve the WWE product. Also, Big Cass, I believe, is coming back. So how about that? But not his partner. Oh, my goodness. I get that off my screen. All right, show's over. We'll see you tomorrow night. Again, make sure you tune in. 5 o'clock Unfiltered with Kyle Cornell, 5 to 6. And then 3 shows, 1 stream, starting with Inside Edge Primetime at 10, The Daily Spiral at 11, and then my show, the highly educational Midnight Run at midnight, right here on the Inside Edge Network. All right, go to bed.